Let's start the local recording. Let's get some audio going. Let's find ourselves a clean feed. And let's get ready for Grand Finals Day. T1 versus Crazy Raccoon first. I'm expecting this one to be not too great. Not too great. I think Crazy Raccoon might smash them. I might be kind of interested actually to see if T1 do more of their not playing it. Not playing the Cat Bastion, some counter comp stuff like this. And then we're going to see Zeta Division versus Falcons, a real test of how far have Falcons come. Can Falcons truly just do their bullshit? Or do they just win? Obviously, this one isn't the one that really matters, but always nice to have nicer seeding, isn't it? Right, let's... God. Does anyone else notice... So to get the clean feed, we have to use Google Sheets. And has anyone noticed with Google products lately, like Google Sheets, Gmail, everything like this, they're just way keen to sell you stuff more often. It's like, like, hey, do you want to upgrade here and get free e-signatures, or upgrade here and get a free email address? It seems like it's happening more. More and more and more. Drive storage? Yeah. Would you like a bigger drive? I mean, to be fair, I'm in constant need of bigger drive storage. So they actually, they've kind of nailed their target demographic with this one. Alright, let's do this. You can see that, but can you see the clean feed? There we go. Driving? Boy, I do have a thing for you. Fucks. Not right now. Alright. Did I press live on YouTube? I did. Morning, Cosette. Yeah, no thumbnail right now, but it should arrive at a certain point throughout the day. And then we can sort it. Alright, let's eat a sausage. Let's eat a sausage sandwich with the quiet, relaxing embers of... Let me minimize this so you can see it as well. The quiet, relaxing embers all around the OWCS Asia campfire. I reckon they'll be alright, Ritzy. I reckon they'll be alright. With, against T1, no problem. No problem. Thank you, Dredgen Atlas, for the tier 1. Welcome. I'm normally just a sausage guy. I was thinking about putting bacon in it this morning, but I forgot to get the bacon out of the freezer, so... As is life. When do the games start? Probably... like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes from now. You made it in time for map 1? Nice. Yeah, but streams haven't been that... I know I streamed forever yesterday, but the games haven't actually gone on that long so far. We've just been like 4 or 5 hour streams. Anyway, also, what were you guys all 6-7ing at the start? As I sat down, there was a bunch of 6-7 after making my sandwich. What was it? what was 6-7ing? Praying to God. Yeah, I think they'll really be okay. I think Crazy Korea are heavy favourites to get third place. Why do they play this game, you ask? Korea just likes to play games. I think most of it just stems from the fact that because they do a lot of their games live in the arena, if you do live arena events, what you actually want is a load of shows. You want your arena to be full every day, so you just want games to play. It will affect the seeding going into the group stage of the Asia playoffs coming up next week. So it has some value from a competitive standpoint. Some small value, but value nonetheless. Are you live on Twitch? Yeah, also live on Twitch. Yeah, all four of the teams we're going to see today, we're going to see next week in Asia as well. I am not live on Soup, not live on TikTok. People were saying TikTok was a good one to go live on. Thanks, Ben. Live on Red Note. Yeah, I don't know if my PC can handle it. Does anyone ever watch? Anyone ever watch, like, would you watch an Overwatch esports match on TikTok? Surely that'd be awful. Never use TikTok. I only use TikTok for work. I only post to TikTok. I watch on YouTube. Tick what? Yeah, even though I have a TikTok account, I keep it very much on my computer, not on my phone. I know my dopamine deprived. I told you, maybe you've heard me tell this one before, but when I used to work on London, I used to sit, my desk was next to Chrissy's. And we both had dual screens. And Chris would be like, he's a YouTube Shorts guy, right? So he'd be watching YouTube Shorts. And I'd find myself, as someone who's never watched YouTube Shorts before, just like transfixed, you know? I just caught my attention. No way it auto-modded Newfangled. No, I didn't have an algorithm for YouTube Shorts because I never watched. I guess maybe I did from my videos. But I would find myself just looking at his monitor, just like, I can't even hear the shorts. Some of them are subtitled, some of them aren't. I'd get stuck in his, I'd get like sucked into the gravity of his scrolling. And at that point, you know, it's just like, these things are too dangerous. Turk is lethal? How is that one auto-modded? What is this mod trying to protect us from? It's like giving a Big Mac to a medieval peasant. Yeah, we're not even really medieval peasants, just monkeys liking the lights. Ooh, the words flash up on screen. I can read them as I hear them. Oh, they light up. Yeah, I don't really get auto mod sometimes because Newfangled and Turk is lethal will get hit. Sometimes if you say something about the French, it will also get hit. But then I also had a chat a while back where their first time message was just the N-word. And that one got through. What are the rules? What are the rules? Newfangled is the word? Ah. Shit, let me... Yeah, I had to ban that guy. And then I got an unban request that said, sorry bro, it was just a joke. And I was like, oh. then you're banned for bad comedy then. Excited to work with that guy in a future writer's room. Alright, I've got this great. Was it you, Maddie, was saying that? Live from Saturday night. Wait, what was it? Live from New York, it's Saturday night. Our brand new writer has written a sketch. He owned his craft in Twitch chat. And he's written the opening monologue. Any guesses for a WD slop today? Has anyone got a pitch? Because they've got a team of writers in a tiny room smoking a million cigarettes, trying to turn straw into gold, like Rumpelstiltskin. Anyone got their own pitch? Let me think. All right, we got walkout, so the clock is on. Oh god, this is intense. Thank you, Belly. Appreciate. Thank you for all the bouncing. What a bouncing belly. Just like me. Tier 3 as well. Thank you very much. This is our final week, our final push to get 300 sub points, which come from tier 1s only, non-gifted, non-primes. Tier 1s for yourself. But tier 3s go an extra long way in that, so very much grateful, Belly. Are T1 a tier above, or are the Raccoons too crazy? It's good, it's good. But I think it makes slightly too, what's it called? Somatical? God, this music is really going, isn't it? They've got a new DJ. Grammatical, yeah, it's like it just makes slightly too much sense. I think they have a new DJ. Oh my god. It's like I'm seeing Gondor for the first time. How's the DJ done this? just to remind everyone. Thank you, Matumbo Mumbo, for the tier 1 as well. Thank you very much. Another step on that path to 300. But how's the DJ justified this song change? And again, just remind everyone, this is a 3rd, 4th place match that has about as low a stakes game as we're going to see all year. Will they make it to LAN, or will they make it LAN in 4th? Wait, here we go. Podium ends at 3. 1 spot left. Crazy Raccoon. ZCF. You know who's last. Versus T1. I'm going higher. What is ZCF? See, this is where you went wrong, Winter. You were trying to write in sentences that sound like sentences. It's like a Korean alphabet pun. Yeah, it has to be, right? ZCF. This is what ChatGPT. Heesang's Havoc and Jumbin's jumps collide with Donghack's dominance. Raccoons versus Titans. Let the claws fly. That's, you know what? That's actually pretty good. That feels like It feels like I could read that.
Fuck you, Chris.
Oh, thank you, Flat Neko Cats, for the tier 1. Nice, guys, nice. We're climbing towards 300. Oh, it was a gifted tier 1. Nice. To the Globester. That was a good name. Thank you, Orc2, for the tier 1. 2 months as well. Crazy Raccoon claws on the top. T1 slices through with skewed precision. Stalker versus Stonghak. Who's the real predator? Wait, what do you mean who's the real predator? Wait. What are you saying here? What have I tuned into? Oh wait, I just saw your message. Or I just saw I got a message. I presume it's from you. Don't worry, I got it. I can update it now. Why doesn't Lip play anymore? So, from Lip talking about it a little bit, or maybe from Moon talking a little bit about it on his stream, it feels like Lip is basically retired. As in, he's not planning to be the starter, he's not planning to play too many games this season. He's more just there to, I guess, the business term here, not to go all merger core on you, but the business term would be he's helping to transition the new person into the role, the new person being Stalker. Gotta give the video a like, just forgotten to comment. Yes. 1 like at a time. It's been ages since we've boosted the YouTube likes. It's been ages since we've done it. Let's get some YouTube likes going. Oh, I should join TeamSpeak as well and say hello to Jamie. I'm doing my part. It's been so long since I've watched Starship Troopers. Why swim? Morning.
Morning. Ah, I'm so tired. Anyway, that's.
It's so because did you die in your game?
I did die in my game.
I'm sorry to hear
I need to tell you, because I'm telling everyone, my brother woke up at 5:30 to get me McDonald's breakfast this morning, so I'm a happy bunny.
What a guy. Your brother always seems... Every story you tell me about your brother, he seems like a top bloke.
He actually is, but don't tell him I said that.
Okay, we'll keep it... I'll keep it aloof.
Keep it between me and you.
Right. A Bull ban, an Emre ban, a Domina pick with a Cat Bastion. I guess, for with the nature of some of these Cat Bastion comps, a lot of the time the tank's job is just to sit there. Just to sit there, stand on a point, wait for somebody else to win the game.
Yeah.
So maybe it's okay. But Winston's actually in many ways a more rogue pick, I think.
Yeah, Winston's... If you're able to dodge it, it's fine. But if this ever happens, you kind of just die. Thank you for showing my point there, Proud. Thank you for making sure. Frost here, W, thank you for the prime. Dive onto the backline now, onto Vigi, taking a lot of pressure. Both traces actually just look like they went AFK there. Like, just sitting still, waiting for the other one to go. This is the 3rd, 4th place match, correct?
Yes, there's no prize money difference, but you'll get a slightly better seeding in next week's tournament.
Where you'll play each other again. With your snakes. Oh, the cat's fallen low! Oh, we shot the cat for once and the cat has fallen. Jump in. Yo, I have heard Winston is a hit scan. That is... Honestly, the Winston, I actually think I see some vision for it for actually being able to shoot the cat.
Wait, what if you get the chain lightning and then you zip zapping everyone?
Yeah.
You hear the Bastion, but you zap the cat.
I don't think it's terrible, but if you ever do end up in the same zip code as the Bastion, you will die. So you win some and you lose some type of deal. Yeah. No nano advantage to speak of. Both Bastions have their own. No catnap advantage. I'm curious to see what Jumpin does with this late primal though.
It is Sniper Monkey theory, just like from the hit game Bloons Tower
hit
Defense.
Scan Monkey. No.
Sniper Monkey. Good thing I played so much Winston in Ranked yesterday, so Jumbin had something to copy as well. Because I can tell you, I played against a Bastion or two. Did I tell you I had a rank up game to Masters? And then I James Bonded on Orisa.
No way. You're on Masters.
Well, I didn't. I James Bonded and didn't make the rank up. Now I'm in Diamond 2.
How do you James Bond on Orisa? On Orisa? That is impressive. You might be the first person to ever do that.
Well, I started on Winston and then it wasn't, you know, it was struggling. It was a monkey start, a horse finish. But it's monkey.
the classic, if you would.
Yeah. The monkey start for Crazy Raccoon's actually going quite well. There's still no ults invested here, and those get picked off on the walk-up. So Crazy Raccoon looking fairly comfortable with this. Heesang is on a mission trying to find a Tracer behind, but the Tracer's being very sneaky. He's crouching behind. The Tracers will go play their own game now as the Nano Traders lined up on the other side. Eyes on the sky as Vigi swinging quite wide with this one, but they can't find a timer. Maybe they can now.
Yeah,
Bastion form comes in. They're going for the Domino as well. Counter Nano comes through onto Domino. Little shove onto it. The sleep comes through. Catnap as well, trying to stun it out. But Bastion will get taken down. Zest is there for the finisher. Donghack's going to live it all. Jumbin's going to primal now. Donghack's found one, but Jumbin's found the trade. A primal on a cat. Can he do it? All right, I've got a Tracer. Not too shabby. They actually win the fight off the back of that. Jumbin's able to trade up, and now it's a desperate touch. And I think it's on Bliss to get the touch.
Yeah, Donghack's
Donghack.
back on the Doom on the side, but it will be on Bliss, and the boot from Chirong is good. And honestly, I saw the Nano on the Dom, and I thought it was over, but I mean, if you hit the sleep after as well, it'll be good, right? Because yeah, then he won't be able to shoot him, and he'll really be able to live. Got to be said that the Winston, like the primal onto the Domina, has to be like a good turn for the comp as well.
Struggling to Bastion, like, clear line.
I'd expect Monkey,
stuff, yeah.
I expect Malga, sorry, to be the best into Monkey at that point. That's the swap that I would have liked to have seen.
Yeah, or even a Diva I think would have felt really fun
yeah,
as
both
well.
would be fine. I'll be curious to see if they're going to keep the Monkey, because I actually think it does have legs. I think it does. If you're able to not get caught by the Bastion, which to an extent you can stop, right? Because as long as you're in your team's other west, they can't just run you down. But you'll be able to put a lot of pressure onto this cat, like an uncomfortable amount of pressure onto Bliss, I think.
Yeah, Donghack's made the recommended swap here as well onto the Malga, so now Jumbin's got to avoid the Bastion, avoid the Malga, and much like my ranked games, you'll spend most of your time just jumping away from stuff.
Ah, yes. This is a carbon copy of your ranked game. Oh yeah, look, Monkey dead free fight, you're right.
Yeah, Donghack, it's time to go Orisa Jumbin. Stalker's going to get a trade onto Skewed actually here, as regardless of which tank both teams will pick, playing Ana is just really, really hard. There's no form timing for Proud, so he's sort of caught with his pants down a little bit. They get a trade onto that one, but it's T1 to get the first flip. One thing that I think is the Winston will really suffer with, point control into these sort of things. That's where T1 can really sort of exploit the advantage.
As you say, that flip nearly goes through though. Donghack's falling low. Heesang's kills that, and yeah, they've got flip off this, and it's good pressure. Yeah. You got Bubble and Form out though, and now you've got the kill onto Vigi. Skewed is crucially still alive on main. Crazy Raccoon's a bit of a timer on them now. But if they can kill Donghack, it will reset it. But he is going to be able to get out, and that should stabilize him a little bit. I think Jumbin just needs to make sure he never gets, like, the Bastion can never fly on him without him being in Stalker LOS. And then he should be fine.
Form trade on the coast. Stalker's going to be flown away, but he's flown into Donghack now. Jumbin's going to pop a bubble up top, and that's all he's good for, really. The rest of T1 will swoop in to finish for kills. Heesang's low, but does get the mini. There's a cat chasing him. Trade onto the Ana as well, because, well, of course. Do I even need to tell you anymore? It's going to be Heesang trying to get out, but he's not able to get out. They sleep Donghack, but I don't think there's a punish timing here for him. No. Jumbin's made the Malga swap now, too.
Yeah, I think especially on this map it's sensible. Every single monkey death so far is looking very sad. Zest going over to mark point. Don't know where Heesang's going. Is he looking to get towards point? I assume he's bottom right. It looks like we're just going to be going down main with a Nano Bastion here for Crazy Raccoons. Skewed has his to answer.
Nano comes through, looking for it onto the high ground now. Proud, trading that one. Stalker's going to DP ground but cover. Sleep goes wide during all of that. Jumbin has died on point during all of this. Will just be a pretty big advantage. Now without the Malga, they can't really force the objective or do anything, so Crazy Raccoon will have to reset. Yeah,
but Stalker and Trong are still behind. It looks like T1 want to chase this a little, and I think they have the option to do so with the Ana, with the Malga. The sleeps when they miss look like so troll, but I mean you have to go
have to just send it. Yeah, like it's just.
but they look so troll every time you miss. Donghack has this cage advantage because he's been on the Malga the entire round, so this next fight, you know, Jumbin's just going to get cage Bastion comboed, I'd imagine. I don't know if there'll be any catnap potential here to try and make this work, but we'll see. Vigi going up into spawn. They spawn camp the Bastion. Yep.
Yeah,
Actually, really good tempo timing from them.
Yeah, now Donkak's actually got a flank on this Ana as well, so Vigi's life is going to be really difficult. He's hiding in the corner, he's hit for sleep, but he can't get out of the bombs. He's taken down in the sky. They're now going to regroup on point here with their significant advantage. Stalker's going to try and turn. Catnap comes through as well. He's saying side while going for that touch. Jurong has taken Proud off the map. Little nudge to help jump it along, but it's still not enough to get him on point. And T1 will tie us up 1-1.
Apparently one of the cats had taken the wrong perk as well. SMH my head. Yeah, I mean, a rougher round for Crazy Raccoons. I really do see some legs on. I realize I'm a guy who got relegated playing Monkey, so maybe I'm just trying to cope. But I can see some vision on it, but I just don't know why the first couple of fights Jumpin sitting on his Ana. You know, I think you have to be sitting next to Stalker, so at least if the Bastion takes a turn on you, your Bastion's taking a turn on them. You know.
And you're kind of just like. Juicy bait. That's too good to.
Yeah, that's exactly what you are. Right? We are just going to get a going inside, which I think is sensible. We'll see which Ana dies first.
Maybe both of them. Malga swing, cardiac overdrives coming around the corner as well. Now looking for this one, but Natho is going to stop a lot of that healing. Proud will go down, goes for an emergency stomp there, Donghak. No, he needed to win the fight quick or not at all, but it'll be not at all. Crazy Raccoon will win that one off the back of Vigilante Nade, and that'll be first fight, first control, and now I wonder if they're going to start trying to use maybe Coast to use for retake here. That feels like the classic way you would go with Cat Bastion, because you've got that big open area, but for now it looks like they're actually just trying to overload on top, sending 5 people through. Oh, now he's in trouble. They're going to try and turn on this one. Later Bastion form. Nade onto the Malga as well. Donghak continues to be in big trouble, and it's just all Vigi right now. Every nade's connecting, and it's led to 2 fight wins.
Look at the nano gap because of it. Look at the nano gap because of it. That is going to be such a rough next fight. Jurong's and Bliss both equal on the Catnap. Malga's equal. Proud's actually getting gapped by the Bastion charge as well, but yeah, you'd expect to see a coastal retake, kind of like we saw in the Korea preseason tournament with the Cat Emre a lot on this map. But it looks like they're going to go for it more this time. They're just going to fly out there and get him onto the bridge, which I think is sensible. You got to be careful though, especially into Malga Ana. It's really easy for the Bastion to kind of just die. Nade onto choke again from Vigi. Is going to hit on backline, skewed in under a lot of pressure now. No one's there to follow up though.
Looking for their push now, though. Nano timing comes through. There's no Nano in response. It drops Proud immediately. Manages to get back around the corner, but now it's Donghak who's taking an absolute beating in the front line. Here we go down. Catnap to try and turn it from Bliss as well. Pulse bomb thrown out into all of that. Jumpin's going to find 2. A bomb to keep Stalker alive through all of that. And Crazy Raccoon with another clean fight win. We might be slightly out of sync. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63.
Just works.
Just
works.
Alright. Now Nano advantage for T1 this next retake.
Yeah, but they don't even have it yet, so there's a chance if Crazy Raccoon's tempo hard enough that it won't matter, and they've kind of been going quickly every fight. It wouldn't be surprised to see Jumpin just get a pin in onto choke here soon, looking for skewed. They're going to know that he's out of choke now.
Yeah, far side.
They're playing back Crazy Raccoon, they are just sitting back and farming.
Now the Nano swing comes in, looking for this one. Pressure onto the Malga. Malga's going to run away, but they are on the hunt for Jumpin. The cage comes through, but who's locked in with who? Looks like Proud might be locked in. Catnap from Jurong to interrupt. Artillery strike to survive. This Bastion just won't die. Stomp comes through, so Jumpin can finally finish him. And he does get 2 in the end. But Zest and Dongo found trade. That's both DPS. Counterpin on point. C9! But that's going to cause a C9, so Crazy Raccoon will win. It was a 3v1, I think.
No, Zest was still alive, right? It's a 3v2.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, you're right. So, yeah, maybe 3v2 Zest coming back.
It'd have been a rough one, but if you have the cage on point, you never know at that point.
Yeah.
Right? It might have given Zest enough time to stall, and then people actually come back as well.
Starting to believe again. Yeah, I think you're alright today, Ritsu. If you're a Crazy Raccoon fan, I think this should actually be a walk in the relative park.
I mean, it's not a good look if you're like insta losing first round for T1 on the Cat Bastion, right? Like,
yeah. Bear in mind they were on a Winston for some of that as well.
Yeah. How are you today? I'm doing great, my friend. How are you, man?
What if I'm a New Era fan? Then may the Lord have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, then seek your nearest counselling shelter. God help you.
This music always feels like so like end of an anime type thing, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like they're playing us out and remembering all the good times.
Yeah, we got a montage going. Like, I know we literally have a montage going, by the way. We
Yeah.
have a montage of like the hero's journey.
Yeah. Remember that time we traded on codes? Oh.
Shut up. Shut up. I don't like how funny I found that. I think I know what my next FM save is going to be. I think I'm going to do a save in the Bundesliga. I think I've decided.
You going big or you going small?
I don't know. I think I'll probably do what I know, always do and like sim forward 20 years in the future and like look at the teams there.
Take some art, yeah.
I prefer it when it's like all the new teams, right? Like all regions and shit. And then I'll probably just pick. Then I might try and like rebuild Schalke or something like 20 years in the future if they're still shit.
Okay.
Sounds like it could be fun. Bunter better than Hunter? That's what I'm saying. Hunter died in a car crash with Eminem and Kevin Hart. He was cloned by Big Hollywood. You can see some subtle differences in his eye color. Eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed this. True. 35 stream watch streak. Sheesh. Do you actually believe in the Cat Bastion? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a real comp. You know, like, there is a reason that everyone's playing it.
Yeah, I think it's overplayed still. Why is he telling us no? If Bayern win the Prem, how many of the past 10 do they win? I don't know about past 10, but
it depends how many of them they put out their second team for.
but I reckon they'd win this season, for example.
No.
I think Bayern are the best team in the world.
Yeah, but they wouldn't win the Prem, mate.
Yeah.
You can be the best team in the world, doesn't mean you'll win the Prem. You know, not everyone's got the metal like us.
True, but I know Bayern Munich is an experienced squad. Sound of mind. Winners on that team.
It actually makes it so sad watching Kane on this Bayern, no? Like, cause he's just doing so much.
He's suddenly just like a world. You know, he's already like the 9th highest scorer for Bayern Munich ever.
Yeah. Like,
you know, it's like, could you imagine if he was just on this team for like his whole career instead of Spurs?
it's like, yeah,
that,
sure,
like...
it's a farmers league and everything, right? But still, right? You still actually have to do it.
Mm. Grow up, we bummed them. Yeah, that's just one game though, you know. It's all about being good for the entire season. But what would you know about that, Ben? You're an Arsenal fan.
You wouldn't know anything about that. You're a fucking Man United fan.
Off-topic question, but why does everyone cover their face to the camera? It's like the complete opposite in the States. I can't remember. I feel like I've heard like multiple explanations. I don't know which one's the most accurate.
Thing, right?
But yeah, just a bit cultural in terms of, I think some of it is like, they don't see themselves, they don't want themselves on camera, they should be the players as the stars and stuff like this. I've heard some people saying there's also like some social media sites that are particularly like, you know, brutal, what's the word? Just brutal rating, I guess, of anyone who's on camera in these, yeah, which maybe puts people off that as well. So I have no idea. Maybe it's a bit of column A, bit of column B. Maybe it's something else altogether. But
maybe
I think
a bit of column C. You know,
maybe a bit of column C. But yeah, the one I've heard the most is that first one about, you know, not wanting to sort of take attention away. Jasmine is in. Oh dear.
Hello, Maztor. Jasmine in. Donghack out. In the big 26.
Max in as well.
He's subbing out Donghack. Oh, is it a Sigma map? Is it an agreed upon Sigma map? My bad.
Where we go? It'll be like a Diva Mirror on Havana or something.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe Blizzworld.
Oh, jeez. Sometimes I just...
Shit, Donghack's on my fantasy. Oh, so many people were Donghack in the top. Wait.
Damn.
Clocking in on this. How many people are about to get screwed by the dong? If you catch my drift. That joke was written by my 8-year-old cousin.
That was your ghostwriter.
Yeah, it was my ghostwriter. He's not legally allowed to work. Oh, there's so much dong in the top. The only person without Donghack on in the top is Lemon, but Lemon has attack, which is somehow worse than all of this. But C-Tones has... Why would C-Tones have Max? There are some rogue picks here in the top.
He's at a wedding!
That's wrong. Is it fake news, Lemon? Oh, is it because yours... Oh, because your subs didn't go through. There still needs to go. Toby still needs to sort them. Okay. Let me look at your ticket. Oh, you would have had Donghack as well. You'd have Donghack Proud Chio. It's just not updated on the site yet. Yeah, I had Milgaro as well. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I'll mention it to Toby. So yeah, maybe a real chance. Depends. Obviously, someone comes in for a few maps, but depending how that series later goes, maybe Hanbin could really overtake. I'm surprised no one in the top has Milgaru. Is everyone in the top just too rich? Yeah, it's bloody bad boy. In 46th, it was our first Milgaru. No Milgaru because proper Violet, yeah. I mean, because to be fair, the reason I ended up with... I'm not going to show you my team. The reason I ended up with Milgaru was really, really just like a budgetary constraint. More than anything else. How will fantasy work for Asia? We won't do fantasy for Asia just because it's like a 1-week tournament. It's very short and it's quite difficult to price for players in a meaningful way. Because I would just have to make all of the Japan and Pacific teams just like bum cost, and then Color Hex would be sad, and then I'd have to look at his little face being sad. Now he doesn't cost a lot of money, and it's just no good can come of it. You know, no good can come of it.
Guess I'll stop playing Battleblock Theatre again.
He's kind of upset he has to work in 15 to 20 minute intervals.
How dare they make me do this, honestly. Alright, we're on Havana. We're going to be playing Cat Bash and Diva, because of course we are. Kelsey deserves the world, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I'll make fantasy. You have 25 budget. There's only one player. Is Color Hex, and he costs 25. Because he is your everything.
No, he's going to cost 30.
No one can afford. Brutal. Ooh, haven't changed my team since week 1. I am 336th. How have you done this? How have you done this? Alright, Bastion swing into the spawn. Skewed is dead. How long will the Annas last? Not long at all. They've also lost that duel in the sky as a Bastion, maybe as a result of their Anna going down. Have to be said, in this situation here, it's way easier for the defensive Tracer to get on the attacking Anna than vice versa. So, Heesang should have a pretty good time of it. Feels like, actually, as we've been watching Heesang play Tracer in these mirrors, he's been one of the Tracers performing the best.
Yeah, no, he's been playing really, really well. But, I mean, this can't be optimal, guys. It just can't, okay?
Like this bash, like it can't be optimal to the defending team to have Bash and Cat on top right green. It can't be optimal to play this comp on this map on defense. I refuse. Anyway, both Bashes are gonna swing. Nothing's really gonna happen. Proud's actually got quite a gap on ult charge here, so maybe that'll help put some pressure on Vigi. But Vigi, because of that damage, has got first nano. Let's see if they're gonna pull the trigger with it earlier. Honestly, I wouldn't hate it as much on a map like this. Going with it early, and they're going to.
Well, they get Proud round the corner, but Skew just not get round the corner at all, and they're still going to find 2 kills, and now it's going to be a die on point. Jasmine does trade Vigi because, yeah. Now we're going to have to concede a little bit of space. But yeah, the stagger will balance it out a little bit. We can kill Jasmine just before.
Zest is behind, which is why Heesang's going back as well.
Oh, okay, so they have to really babysit the Ana out. Oh, he's got the pulse! Oh! No way! You see Zest just stand still for a second as well, appreciate his handiwork. And that's going to be 2 deaths for Vigi already on fights they've exclusively won.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Very true. Last shot, gonna go down and skewed here. Oh! Why did that feel like it took so long to come down? I swear that should have killed him. Zest, on his way out. I mean, T1 have just taken too long to get there, right? He did
bombs were really
his job.
good from Stalker.
Yeah, the bombs bought the time, to be fair, but you kind of feel like Jasmine probably could help.
We should just pick up your Ana and fly forward. You know, like, don't worry about these bombs.
And then Jasmine can go forward. The Bastion shouldn't die to it because he's got his own right click. Either way, nano advantage for Skew. Now Zest is obviously back. Heesang is on the side. Nade's just been used. Nano onto Proud now. Gonna find Stalker. Looks like he came from the defending side somehow, despite being. How did that happen? How did the Bastion swap sides there? Either way, gonna be a cleanup for T1. Might be hard to get a touch here, especially if Vigi's under the pressure he is now.
Now we're going to be trying to hold forward here. It's going to be a very early bomb from Proud just to try and make this touch hard. Looking for the Ana in this corridor. Oh, it's a dodgy corridor, but he's got a D.Va with him to help eat some of that damage. Vigi will be able to come through. They have secured for touch thanks to it. Catnap comes through. Sleep doesn't find him though, but it is cancelled actually. So will be dropped and Vigi will be okay for now, but they all grouped up in this sort of one angle. Counter Catnap comes out, dragged into a bomb. See you later, Jasmine. He's going to get taken down for that one now, and with the tank advantage, is it enough? Maybe not. There's a baby on point. Stalker comes back to deal with that. They just need to pocket their Bastion through all of this. Heesang's there too. Zest finds a trade actually. It's not quite over yet. Can Zest do it all? He's found a second. He's on point. He's looking for the Tracer. He's got his Cat with him as well. All of a sudden, but there's a D.Va back as well. Zest has even more to do now. He's playing for the Tracer. He loses Mega Control. He has to blink backwards. Max is back. He needs to not lose his mech here. 30 HP, 6 HP. He loses his mech here. T1, they're coming back. Now they've got that kill. They've killed the Cat as well. And this time, T1 should actually get first point.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good attempt from Crazy Raccoon there, but Zest just did it all right. He's gonna be chasing Heesang down here. I can't imagine that they bother letting him live here. The rare first point spawn fight might be the first time we've seen that in a while.
Get him!
And he's dead. Let's see if Crazy Raccoon's able to push forward at all. No, they're too far back to get any meaningful pressure off it, I imagine. But that might be the first point spawn death we've seen in a fucking while. Skewed coming up on Nano, Bliss ahead on Catnap. Both Bastions pretty much equal on ult. Both Tracers have Pulse, which is obviously a massive turn in this comp. Let's see who decides to go first.
Nano ready to go. Bastion just on the floor right now for Crazy Raccoon, so they seem like happy just to stall this out. Skewed, looking for his nano timing as well. His Bastion's in position if they want to swing. They come through. Nanos will be traded. Defense Matrix going to be shoved in by both as well. Jasmine, I think, has got slightly more value out of it now, but it's the Cat damage that's maybe going to cause some problems. Bliss has to DP, but Proud, he finds the trade. Heesang's got one in the back. Desperation Pulse Bomb out as Bliss skills with that one. Player advantage for T1, but these fights are always a scrap. It's not over till it's over. But I think Crazy Raccoon are actually just going to take the trades and try and play to reset. But as Bastion bombs from Proud, they want to keep chasing. They want to keep pushing into spawn. Catnap comes out, they try and drag him, but doesn't find anything. The bomb kills Vigi on the way in. Max is trying to force his way out of this one as well. They have killed Zest for that attempt there. So it is 4v4, and now Heesang and Max, they're on the backline here. They're pushing for Bastion. Stalker helps confirm the kill. Now Max is on this Cat as well, and that's going to be enough for Crazy Raccoon to stabilize.
Yeah, can we just make sure we're synced? 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51.
It just works.
I love it when it just works. Alright, Vigi, 30% up on this nano could end up being the difference maker. Both D.Vas have bomb for the second life. not both Bastions. Stalker has his ult for the a little bit of damage reduction if he gets the worst of the trade. It's really hard to come in as the Bastion on this point now. It's like every angle you walk through, you're walking through a small choke where you should just take more damage than the enemy. Good boop out onto Max. Good catnap onto Max. What is he doing? Bomb's gonna get dropped there. Will he be able to get remake though? No, he's gonna get taxied out by
Oh, he's taxied out, yeah, so he's actually going to remake miles away from this. Now the bombs come in for Skewed. Jasmine will look after him there in the back. Bombs were used pretty staggered to try and make this touch awkward. Jasmine's going to drop in for this touch now. Nano advantage rate for Vigi, so Stalker can end it right now. He's killed the Bastion already. He's stuck a little bit behind, but now he can just turn the rest of this Nano onto this D.Va. Jasmine does have the bomb here. Oh, the bomb's being taxied in as well. Stalker's going to have to try and run, but he can't escape. The taxi is good, but Zest has died. The Cat now trying to find a trade. Bliss is low. Trong's going to find that kill. Jasmine's trying to force it in, but he's surrounded. I think it's like 1v3. Yeah, 2 supports and a tank. Jasmine has so much to do. He just has to play for time. Tries to get the one shot onto Chorong, but doesn't get close. Will just be dealt with in the end. A catnap onto the Bastion to make sure. And that'll be a hold on second point for Crazy Raccoon.
Yeah, I would be interested to see how Zest killed himself with his pulse there, because was it
that fight looks really different if there's a Tracer as well, yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, it might be one of those where, you know, he's kind of just dead no matter what, and that's why he pulsed and that's what gets him killed, but hard to know without X-ray vision.
Oh,
it's a crazy sleep. Yeah, it's actually just... Vigi's been on fire today.
Vigi has been on fire today. I mean, that can just happen. It really can just happen. Like, it's just one of those things, like... You know, sometimes the fucking Tracer will hard carry on first, sometimes you're gonna miss the pulse and get slept and die on it. But... Oh, stat-wise, anyone looking like a fraud? Not really, right?
Nah, just all slightly better. Obviously skewed 1 billion deaths, but...
1100 damage gap for Zest over Heesang. It's perhaps a little bit interesting. Proud's 2k up on Stalker as well, actually. Interestingly. You wouldn't let that happen to you personally? You need to sub yourself in then, bro. Get in.
It's time to call Rush.
I just refuse that. I mean, I know that you get the good Ana setup and shit, but like, surely you can just play a different comp and suddenly this. Whatever. I'm done trying to theory craft.
Day 3 and Jamie has given up and trying
to. You don't need to do it. How is skewed 25% on Nano already?
Must have some kind of crazy nade, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it must have been, right?
I don't know. Either way, nice little advantage for him as well. That Crazy Raccoon might not even be aware of there because it felt like kind of a little bit out of nothing. Bastion form around the corner. D.Va will fly into this one. Just staying on the ground now for full pocket here, Stalker. Has forced him to swap from the right side to the left side. And Jasmine's lost his mech for this. How's that been allowed to happen? 1-for-1 trade. They have lost Skewed because... That's just Skewed's life in this Havana in particular, but also just for the whole week. Going to be easy clean up for Max and a lot of these low HP players here. He can just sort of walk around, just dealing with all of them. Chases for Tracer all the way out as well. Recall's available. Heesang's going to sit in his blinks, get himself back out of that one. Oh, sorry, Zest rather. And that's going to be Crazy Raccoon movement payload, and they do actually have Nano advantage now of about 20%.
Yeah, touch might be a bit rough as well with the Bastion sitting above. I don't know where Skewed is, but I feel like he's going to be in trouble here. He's swung up on him right now. Bastions are dueling. Stalker's getting the worst of this. Will he be able to get help with DM? No. Proud is going to get the gap on that. Vigi's now going to be forced back. Heesang has the pulse. Could be the only way to really turn this fight back in their favor. Bomb's been forced by Max here on main though. Going to get the remake off. Jasmine's okay himself. He's going to get the last bit of ult charge for Skewed. And we should see, start a next fight, a Nano Bastion exchange.
Can you taxi the baby in? Can you like drop a remake on him?
Yeah,
how does it work? Alright, it seems like it wouldn't actually be good, but I'm just curious. Okay. Alright, Chorong's going to get taken out of the sky here, so Proud's going to win that Nano duel by shooting a cat. And that's going to lead to Stalker's death as well, as he will be stranded on it. And they win a Nano turn, which, interestingly, we saw on the defense previously, where Crazy Raccoon had the advantage. They just went for it, right? They just went for it. They won a fight with it. But then, obviously, desynced the Nanos. Here, T1 are now in a situation where they've actually just used their Nano to counter out Crazy Raccoons, and now the Nanos just remain even.
You're going to be on equal footing the entire time, plus having defender's advantage, which is what you want to try to maximize as much as possible, right? I like the positioning from the Cat Bastion on defense there on high ground on the side. Early ult from Proud, presumably to try and get the kill onto Vigi, but Stalker's been dropped in on top of him. Max is there too. Catnap to try and save him, but Skewed has somehow killed. Skewed and Jasmine have found Tron and Stalker during the middle of all this. So it's a trade up for T1. This is the luxury of the Ana back of the map, right? You do just get to free farm and shoot. And a bit disastrous for Crazy Raccoon. Looking a bit sketchy at this point because Ana's a recall on Nano, and that's the real desync you want to try and force.
If they just dropped onto Stalker, if they dropped onto Proud, and he was just there in artillery form, obviously Jasmine just follows the action, right, and just full matrixes. But artillery strike lands. Now it's another Bastion form. Matrix involved a little bit more from Jasmine here. Going to be an artillery form used by Stalker to live in a situation. Now he's looking for Viana. Skewed trying to give him the moves right now, but Bastion's been dropped behind, so Skewed's not out of the woods just yet. They're going to deal with Heesang there in the back as Max continues to try and anchor point. Push point here, but he is right in the mix. He doesn't have bomb yet either, remember. Just trying to get those last few percent. Meanwhile, Vigi, fighting a Tracer in the back. He's in trouble. Max has lost his mech in main, and it's all coming up T1 right now.
Yeah, really well done by Zest there. Killed Vigi on 99 nano, and now they're going to push forward. 22 seconds left. This nano, maybe a little bit too early, because I think they're going to get another touch.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Talks about desyncing the nanos on defense, and they've just done that, even though it cleans up the fight for them.
You don't even really want to like tempo too hard in spawn here, because then Skewed ends up having to position himself in a spot where he'll die. So now you're just going to take a neutral down a nano. Heesang's going to get the touch, you get his recall force, Max is going to be able to touch, and here comes the nano swing.
Into the sky right now. Yep, Proud's just immediately dead. Now we're going to turn on to the Diva. Jasmine's in big trouble right now, looking for the baby. The baby is dead, and that nano might have just cost him everything here. Skewed will find one trade, but the payload's getting pushed in, and Crazy Raccoon. Now all of a sudden, 2.5 minutes. It's not a lot of time for Havana, but it's really not too bad considering where they got the stop right at the end, you know? So this is really back on for Crazy Raccoon now.
Yeah, just too eager. Like they were fine. We saw this from T1 yesterday as well, right? They were the team who, like, on that Atlas kept pushing forward and in a good situation for them actually chucked it away, and they've done it again, right? I don't know what the hell Stalker's doing here. This is a very aggressive position for him, and he's not quite going to be able to get over. Tron's not quite
can't get him over
high enough to get him
over.
And that's a good start to T1's second hold, right? You get 40 seconds off the clock, you're farming your nano. Zest is in on backline, you've got full map control now. Crazy Raccoons obviously at least don't use an ult, but yeah, it's what you needed for T1 to stabilize a little bit for sure.
Yeah, I'd say right in the balance now, you know. This car's going to move up a little bit for free. As we get round to this next corner, it'll be very close to one fight territory. Proud's taking a little bit of damage here. He actually turns into a form timing as he looks for Proud, but he's quite far back, so Stalker will form backwards actually, but just a stalemate from both, as Crazy Raccoon only really interested in getting the payload moving at this point.
Zest is going to be the one to go down and drop to try and stop it. We're kind of in one fight territory here with Cart no matter what now, which is a bit scary. Both Ana's coming up on Nano, both cats have Catnap. First Catnap goes down, I think it hit Max for a stun. Pressure on to Skewed, now Skewed's just dead. Crazy Raccoons have been able to full walk up and find the
Nano.
Zest is hiding in the backline too. Nano advantage now onto Stalker. Proud's used his ult in the middle of this to try and help trade Vigi, but he's going to have the little speed boost for himself right now, so that's a hard ult to die to at that point.
It's on point. Have they just... Oh my god.
They should get a touch, I think. I really think they should. They have the Nano as well. Might use Nano Zest.
Yeah, Heesang's going to fight him in spawn. Yeah, Nano onto Zest so he can run through and get the touch right now. Bastion's flying in, Sleep goes wide, Zest runs the pulse from Mata as well. They still have a bit of time for the touch, but this is buying time for Jasmine to take over touch. But it's Jasmine there. One more shift, get on, Jasmine, a meter to spare. Zest has found one for one trade. Jasmine goes for a little shift, but he has to stay close to payload, which means Max can just go on his backline. Jasmine can't do anything about this. He has to stay on payload, and Max has just destroyed the backline. Now it's a huge player advantage right now. 14 seconds left to spare, but that's an absolute travesty of a second point defense from T1.
It was just a fumble of a defense entirely, right? That map was theirs. Like if we go back to that Nano decision, whether it's from Skewed, whether it's from Jasmine, right? Like obviously we don't know who calls it. But if we literally, I've gone back now, if we're on his POV, Zest dies to get the kill onto Vigi, perfect, right? You're back first, doesn't matter.
You traded, yeah.
Max is demexed, missing like 50 HP. Let's just walk and shoot him. Like we might just kill him anyway. But we're going to Nano to try and get the kill onto him. It's just... Like, if there's 10 seconds less, if there's 5 seconds less, it's probably fine, right? But...
I mean, this Nano feels like, when you look at it from, like, Jasmine's POV, because Jasmine's, like, really looking at this baby, right? And it feels
Yeah.
like Jasmine's sort of saying like, we need to win the fight. We're still like in the thick of it, you know, like Japanese soldier who still believes he's in World War II. But in fact, everything's fine, right? If he just goes, maybe he can have a little look, see if he can kill the baby or something. But once,
Yeah, like you can do one fly-in, I think. It's fine.
Like, you have bomb as well, right? You can really greed your bomb to try and kill the lady there and make her touch her.
But because he's got Cat with him, he's got all of that. Like maybe you have to give a little bit of space, you know. But it's your Cat and Bastion will be back in position soon, and then what are they going to do? They're in baby form, you know. And in many ways, you know what's the most annoying? What's going to eat up the most time right now isn't if Max dies. It's if Max has to walk back to spawn. Or like I know Chirong will taxi him to save a bit of time and all of this, but it still really puts the time pressure on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. If Zest is still alive, they can probably kill Heesang here. But like Zest did good, right? His death is fine because it won them the fight. Because he's the reason that Vigi dies, right? Like.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you just go forwards, like the touch situation, it's just fucked for T1. Like you actually can't win when Stalker's gonna swing up here with Nano in a second. Like there's nothing you can do. There's nowhere to hide. There's not enough cart that you can stop it.
You need like an
Cannot
outplay in that moment,
anymore,
right?
GG's. Fair enough. You need what, sorry?
Like an out. You just like someone that, like he hits for sleep or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or,
Basically, it just becomes can Skewed hit the sleep on the Bastion.
Yeah.
Because even if Jasmine full flies and DMs it, that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to win the fight.
And then even his next fight on second, right? Like Vigi's just playing at the back of the map. Skewed ends up underneath, which I don't know if he was always playing there. He's up top now. Then they're going to shift on him, so he drops underneath. So 107 on the clock on second point.
Yeah,
like
he just ends up down here somehow.
He just ends up down here because there's a Demon Tracer
Max just
on
flies
him.
on him. He's on
Yeah,
Max just flies on him.
Like obviously, bear in mind, yeah. So obviously, Max has been catnapped. I mean, in some ways, it's even crazier, right? Because Max gets catnapped, but Max is now on your backline.
Well, he already gets the stun on the catnap. He doesn't actually get him, which is probably
Yeah. But my point is still like Max has just been stunned, right?
Yeah.
Should that not lead to some kind of we're all on Max, or Max has taken a bunch of damage, or isn't allowed to shift on Orana?
Well, to me, I think what happens is Skewed is walking up to make sure he has a nano angle on Proud, and then just doesn't respect the fact that Max is on point and is one turn away from him, you know? So then Bliss goes for the save, and then just only hits the stun instead of the pull. So then.
Okay, yeah, because Max is actually on Bliss. He's actually on Skewed before
because,
the catnap happens.
He's just on point, and he gets a like if the D.Va can get on you in one fly, you're dead, right? And I assume that the only reason Skewed is there is because he's trying to get Nano.
He's trying to survive.
Nano angle, right?
Oh yeah.
And then Bliss goes for the clutch flavor. Like I think he has to, right? Because if not, Skewed's just dead anyway.
Yeah, I think the problem comes from like almost way before that, where you see this point where like Max and Heesang are on point, and they're just allowed to move this cart for so long, full HP, everything like this. And
it's
the fact that
really hard to stop it actually without doing a full Bastion swing. Like,
can you not just mirror it?
Well, yeah, but they do, right? They do it when it's under, but like that under that bridge is where I think
it's one shift away from Skewed, I guess, is the problem, right? Because if you
that's the real problem, right? But I don't think
get eyes on.
We can stop cart there earlier.
Can you not stop it at the first, like, you know, this bit where Zest and they just sort of maybe they just miss their timing to stop it.
If you stop it earlier, then their Bastion gets like a really easy swing on you on point to like leverage you out. Like this is the first point of the map, I think, where unless your team is hard controlling left side, right, like the outside bit, which maybe they could have, to be fair, then you can't really be in that first part of the map because the Bastion and a swing from bottom left attacker's POV is always gonna
just really
be able to,
scary.
like, clear you. And like even if they just peek like the main door, it's really scary, right? So like I think it's fine. It's just like he just ends up one turn away, like.
Yeah, because if you look at,
we don't want to let Cart go this far, then we need to just fight earlier.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because like, you see like Vigi's position on this walk up, and Vigi's actually further away from the fight than Skewed is.
Yeah.
Which feels rubbish if you're the defensive Ana, because you should have the luxury of playing these like greedier positions or these safer positions rather. But Thank you, Grimillion, for the 8 months Prime. Welcome back.
It's just so sad after first point. Because they played the first 4 minutes perfectly. Or the first 3 minutes, 38 seconds.
Like, they're not, it doesn't feel like, you know, yesterday it felt like they were just losing the matchup in terms of their understanding of how and where to take these Bastion trades, or winning the Bastion trades, or investing more resources in it, or all the other bits, right? Skewed slept Max as well, and Bliss woke him up. Is this on the first point or the second point?
Like on the bit where he tries to like save him with the ult? I mean, it's possible, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's asleep and then he's immediately stunned. And that's just, to be fair, I think that one's just unlucky, right? Because basically both players make the same decision at, you know, like... Yeah. Skew tries to find the sleep, and then Bliss is trying to react to save him. And it's like the right decision to react to save him, and it just ends up, you know...
Yeah, because if Bliss doesn't ult there, and then the sleep isn't hit, he's a client, right?
Yeah, Max eats it or whatever. Because there's also, it can also even happen the other way around, where he hits the stun, and then Skewed hits for sleep, and then he's just like really out of it, and everyone can just like 3-2-1 him and chunk him and everything like this.
Yeah. But the thing is, right, if you're at this point of the fight where the D.Va's 1 turn off, and the cat has to turn, you're actually just fucked anyway, right? Because Proud's always going to get outvalued by Stalker.
Then your Bastion's just in no man's land, or just has to take a really passive angle,
like,
and all of this.
I think it's Skewed's fault, really. Like that's my feeling. I think as a defending Ana, if you end up getting caught 1 turn away from their D.Va, you have to be doing something wrong.
Yeah, maybe even if just you actually play the other side on that one.
Yeah, because you can even be on the back. You don't need to be where he is to get the nano off onto Proud, right?
Yeah.
Proud's just gonna be playing the middle line. You can be all
also
the way
then,
in the back.
Yeah, you can even like I feel like that right hand side is easier to walk up and walk back as well, and get back behind corners and cover and all of this.
Yeah, I'm hashtag same page. Should we make sure we're synced after all that malarkey?
23,
20,
22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17.
It just works.
Just works. And alright, Numbani. So it's gonna be one of these die on your sword type of days again.
Mayhog band, the classics.
Yep. And we have, like, the May one at least feels like we've actually seen a decent amount of May here, right?
We have seen some May, But none from Crazy Raccoons, right? He's always just been on Tracer, so...
Maybe maybe not last or this week, or last week, maybe a little bit before, yeah. Like back in the
bands is crazy. That is a crazy band. Alright, Max is going to start on the Zarya on defense. Why? I don't know.
I guess the idea is just they will be on D.Va, and Zarya's good into D.Va to a degree. I can still bubble the top, but yeah, you know,
like, that's what I don't
understand. A tiny detail. I also feel
Yeah.
actually the D.Va and the Matrix is actually better for the Bastion than a bubble is as well, because the bubble breaks so quickly.
Yeah.
So I think their comp is good at standing on point here, Crazy Raccoon, but that's more of an attack thing than a defense
And again,
thing.
he's just killed Jasmine because of the bubble charge.
Yep,
So,
he's just got a billion energy and he's just one-shot Jasmine. So that's why you always start Zarya on Numbani defense. He's going to get the baby as well before they fall off, and now they can walk out, have a little look as a team, but T1 are long gone out of this one. They will pick up Jasmine and go again. Really, the onus, I think, here, if you are T1, is you just play around this Zarya, right? Your Tracer, your D.Va can go past, and...
Yeah, you should just try to ignore it best you can. Like, just don't face tank it like Jasmine did, would be my advice.
Yeah, and if Max ever feels too close or something, there's maybe always even a Bastion turn on him. Yeah.
There's a real argument that you can even play to, like, bait out Stalker's form here, and if you manage to
desync
live that
him
with
and
your
then fly
DM,
on Max.
then you can just form on the Zarya, right? You don't want to just first temp and form on Zarya, because then you're going to get
they'll
backshot by
bubble
Bastion,
and
but...
they'll live, yeah.
Right, they got the flip off, though.
Oh, sleep onto Stalker underneath here, but here's the cat, so good luck being the attacking Ana. But good luck being the defensive Ana. Best wishes, honestly, and good luck to all Vianas this weekend. It's going to be a bubble now onto Stalker, but he's not got a full peak timing, really. He's going to get Matrix out. Zest Pulse Bomb ends up a little bit short. Now the Artillery Strike comes out to survive. It actually kills Jasmine, so it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade as Proud is dropped on the floor a bit unceremoniously. There's a high charge Zarya behind him as well. And as we hit to these scrappy parts of a fight, if Zarya's still got charge and HP, Zarya can be a real problem. But a bigger problem might be a Nano Bastion. It's going to be Proud running him down with that Nano. Only gets for 1 kill, but it'll be enough to secure him first point. And that's 4 minutes 10 seconds now for second for T1.
Yeah, didn't need the Nano, but end of the day, you're attacking team, you're allowed to desync it just to confirm the point. It's not a super big deal. Let's see if I am curious, like, when you're the defending team now with the desync Nano, do you just hold on to this? Do you go for a quick fight win? Like, I'm curious, like, what's technically the objectively correct play? Crazy Queens also have to grab those, so it's really possible they go for like a closer fight here to give Max the easier chance to get it. I'm looking forward to seeing which Anna dies first this fight.
Nano comes in from Vigi, swing onto the high ground as well, bubble for the chase. Proud's just going to use the artillery form to live and get out. Scoot will be the first Anna to die. He will not get out of that one at all. There's a D.Va deep behind enemy lines here as well, as Vigi is getting a lot of pressure and scrutiny. Bomb used by Jasmine on the high ground. Now the Bastion swing's coming in. It was actually a bit of a D peek here to try and save Vigi through all of this, but that means Stalker's going to be left out to dry, and this is one of the problems with the Cat. Can only really look after one person at a time properly. So now space and an opening for T1 to just get around this next corner.
I'm surprised we don't see like more purposeful like desyncing attempts, honestly. It feels like most of the time both teams are quite happy to just handshake it's time to fight. Stalker going around on the coast now, they are touching tips. DM is good from Jasmine, he's going to force Stalker to actually not quite going to be able to kill Skeet with that. Max still has this grab, but I mean, good luck hitting it when they're in the skybox. Proud thinking has something there. Go off, King. Trace is shielding on the side, both have pulse. Hits the pulse. Both hit the pulse, but one person had recall.
That's really cool, yeah.
Yeah. Max still holding onto his grab. Chirong. Catnap
Oh
on
wait,
Jasmine.
no, Chirong messes
No,
up!
Stalker! Stalker saved him!
The little boop knocks him up!
It boomed him
Oh my
up.
god! Absolute chaos in T1! Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
A series of unfortunate events here as Heesang, better pulse bomb, but then Stalker saves Jasmine. But as the dust settles, Crazy Raccoon have done enough to hold here, and they do have Nano for this next fight here, as does Hude.
Max is getting insane interest on this grab, you know? Like, he's diamond fucking hands in this grab. I mean, it's good, like, almost as a deterrent to an extent at this point, right? And also, you know, we can give him shit for it, but it's kind of hard to use. Nano Bastion not made for both. Right, we're shooting the cat.
He's got the
cat.
cat.
We're going to kill the cat. Bubble onto Stalker at the end isn't really going to do anything. Proud falling low now. They're actually going to finish off Stalker. Proud self-healing. Max is doing nothing on Zarya. Why are we on Zarya? This hero, it's not. I don't believe in it. Okay, I just don't.
Just Sebastian healing himself through all the days. Just not even looking at him like, who's that guy with a beam?
Like, he just can't ult either. Like,
yeah, he's had grab this entire second point, right? They're going to get the first touch through Heesang. Maybe now is the time to churn. Look for the grab. Bubble out onto the high ground now as Max bullies back Jasmine. Trying to force it round a little bit now, Jasmine. Max down to half HP. Still has this grab, 60 HP. He's so low. Stalker finds a kill, but Jasmine finds Max. That's the tank going down. Pulse bomb onto the floor. The Bastion's too slow to get away from all of the damage. Bombs on the point as well. Heesang has one more recall, but he needs to find a pulse bomb. It's onto Proud, who just has more than enough health to... He could have taken 2 pulse bombs there. T1 will capture second.
I guarantee you, Max is the highest damage in the lobby outside of everyone, outside of the Bastion, sorry. But it just doesn't matter. He's also just dead. Like, every time they look at him, he just dies. Crazy Raccoons at least have, like, double support grab. I mean, they've had grab the entire map. It doesn't matter. Let's keep it real. But they have the nano advantage should they need it this fight. Swing out main now from Proud. Looks like he's not even going for the Bastion, he's just taking the space wide. Don't know if they desync forms there. If so, it might be time for Proud to repush now.
We're swinging in through main actually here. Crazy Raccoon very aggressive on this swing. They are now behind enemy lines here, playing to force the Ana into an awkward position. Obviously, if you force the Ana forward, you make it an easier kill for your D.Va or your Tracer. But all the while, Max is still walking forward with this one. They come back in for the swing. They catch him from behind. Stalker with an important kill onto the Bastion here. They set up a pinch. They drop the Nano onto Max. It works out nicely for him there. And felt like a pretty, you know, all-in play to send the Bastion Cat behind, but it does make Viana's position really awkward in these situations.
Yeah, I mean, but Crazy Raccoon, like, it was a forced nano onto Max. He was gonna die. Now you've got, again, like, I hate to harp on, but you've got desynced nanos as the defending team. You're not super happy about that. Minute on the clock means that maybe it's not super
Heesang's dead.
Jasmine's going to pre-fight Heesang, though, which is not what you want. Stalker, touchy tips with Proud. Both Bastions actually stayed with all of their armor that fight.
Payload's moving here.
Yeah, Payload's moving. Vigi1 on top. Max, bubble's good, but I don't know if it matters. He's got the bomb. He can go for the
can't get
Skewed.
kill.
Stalker's going to kill Skewed. Max is still low. Zest is in on top now to clean it up. Bomb is going to go down. Grab is finally used! Grab is finally used, and there is no one there to follow up. It was complete int grab. We waited 6 minutes for it or some shit, and he's just going to stop D.Va. Yeah.
Thank you, Hugo Phoenix, for the 5 months Prime. Welcome back. Can we kill the Grav? Can we kill the cat? Can we kill the robot? I think we need to kill Max. It's going to be a D.Va swap. It's going to be a D.Va swap after all of this. Skew's got the nano out as well. Bastion turn for sleep is good onto Proud, though. Vigi continues to be on fire, but they need to worry about the point touch. Artillery strike to help with this one, but they've lost Max in the back. Baby's taken care of as well as Zest connects that pulse bomb. But Heesang's going to do the same trick. Now a D-Mech onto this one. Baby taken care of too. 4v4, no D.Vas in play. The nade is good though. Sleep coming out. Zest swings on main. Catnap comes through, but Zest is cleaning everyone up. He's got the Ana in spawn as well. 4 for Zest, but have to give a big Ana assist through all of that as well.
Yeah, I mean, shout out Vigi as well. He's the only reason that that fight wasn't over 15 seconds ago. Like, sure, you end up losing anyway, but the sleep onto the Nano Bastion is the only reason that Crazy Raccoon's actually had a chance in that final fight. I can't believe we just waited 5-6 minutes for a grab for him to do it as the only person up there, like 1 HP about to die. Like, I cannot, especially with 20 seconds left on the clock coming out for a point touch. Surely the grab would be good there.
Oh, we're going to replay it, thank.
We're going to replay It's so bad. It's so bad.
Especially if they get what they was it just for Bastion kill they get, right? Like they grab for a trade.
To be fair, it lets Stalker kill Proud, but the thing is, Stalker was coming into the room at a half HP Proud with form anyway, so I think he just had that, you know. I don't know if grab was needed. Fuck me.
Ooh.
Hold that, yeah, actual hold that grab.
He's 5 and 5. He is like his damage is fine, right? Like he is.
Yeah, like he's got good damage.
Stuff.
He's got. It's like I said, right? He's gonna have like one. He's gonna have more damage than Jasmine, but like.
I think it has more legs here because you can just stay on point as Vazaria now, and Jasmine or Zest either need to touch to contest you and lock it down, or they have to concede meters, which you just keep conceding meters and meters and meters.
Yeah, I mean,
it won't be super truth in his first point, obviously, because it's a control point. But once we get to the payload section, I think Vazaria does actually have some legs in that scenario.
No, the greedy heroes like this will always be better on attack when you get to dictate exactly when you fight, right? And you never have to touch point if you don't want to. They'll always be like stronger than on defense. Looks like T1 getting a full flip here. Skewed actually picking up the high ground on main. I think they're turning on someone. Yeah, Zest had his recall force there. Pressure onto Proud.
Oh god, they just got him.
Dead. Yeah, they just caught him. I like the idea from T1 with the full rotate with Skewed going up to the high ground, but yeah, they just get tempoed and now point is there. Max now unironically will be really hard to clear. This will HP Zarya on top whilst Cart's getting capped. Actually a bit of an issue to deal with, especially with your Bastion dead.
Well, this is best news as well. We talked about how the first point would be the trickiest for Vazaria comp because there's less of a clear role and job where Vazaria can excel at. Now we're immediately just onto the payload section with 5.5 minutes. All of a sudden, you can see Jasmine, I guess, agrees. Wants to, just goes onto Vazaria as well. But Proud's just got caught while all of this is happening. And right now, T1 are just pants around their ankles. Everything's going wrong. They can't even get back as 5.
Yeah. Probably Vazaria. I love that, actually. Alright, Skewed falling low on top, Stalker looking up there, Zest just tickling his feet a little bit. There you go, Proud comes out, a lot of damage onto him. I actually thought he was nano because of the colour on him there. But Max has been split here, falling low, he's crit. It looks like he should be able to survive. Bastion now from Stalker, looking for Skewed. Not actually going to get any damage onto him, which is kind of impressive. Max falling low again, nano onto Max to keep him alive. Gonna counter with a nano onto Zarya. Yeah, this is the matchup we're playing now, I guess. Max still really low though, a lot of pressure. Catnap
Catnaps.
now, gonna hit Jasmine. It's a good catnap. Max is gonna fall. Jasmine's being hung from the ceiling. That's a bit morbid. That's TOS for sure.
Yeah.
Stalker's gonna die in the middle of all this. Proud did have to commit the ult. It's a fine fight for T1 to stabilize, right? You use equal ults, you're gonna have the map. You maybe even get 2 fights as long as you don't like cart push on a fight loss here.
Yeah, pretty happy with that, I think. You know, also, considering Max was on a Zarya for an extra fight, he's actually not that far on a grab. But Jasmine's incident spawn, so that is really going to offset some of the good news we were talking about Jasmine and how quickly he's charged his ultimate. Because he's now dead and his ultimate's going to get further behind. And now they have to concede a lot of the space and they have to retake into a grab. So, you know what? Exactly, yeah. So, never mind. Bastion forms in the sky. Could really do with winning this one, Crazy Raccoon. But both are going to D-peak a little bit scared. Going to take another look at Proud. But the bubble is there from Jasmine. Makes the difference. Had the line of sight for it. He has to give a touch now as well. So, Jasmine's going to require more HP. Proud is also going to need a little bit of help here as a Tracer is in his face. But Pocket is good and Bliss will play Attack Cat to defend there. Deals with Heesang and T1 managed to stabilize again. All comes down to that second bubble, I think, from Jasmine, though.
It was a tactical in from Jasmine to make sure he was in the right position to hit
Wicked
the
smart.
Still doesn't have his grab yet, though. Early form here from Stalker. Grab's going to go out on main now and hit Jasmine. He should die to the Stalker there, yeah. It will do. Still dead without that grab. Proud's going to pop. Punch this up. A nice boot from Bliss there, actually. Actually insane from Bliss to not let Max up to the high ground. Skew does well to follow up on the damage, but nano advantage. We know how
good nade
sleep. If you hit the sleep is good. Nade is good onto him as well. The Pocket isn't quite there. Has nano if needed skewed, but it shouldn't be needed.
Oh, he's done everything skewed.
Yeah, actually, like you really the most noticeable hero plays in this combo for sure from the Ana, right? Like you notice the sleeps, like when those sleeps go through. Full turns the fight, and you just won a nano fight versus no nano. But unfortunately, you're the defending team, so you're a little bit pissed about it.
Yeah. I mean, you saw Proud trying to shoot the cat, right? Because he knew he couldn't kill the Bastion through in time, so he was like, we can just trade for cat, people can trade, but then Skewed makes all the difference for him as well. Now, going to meet on coast right now, but T1 actually have the nano advantage now. If anything, it's probably wise to use it sooner rather than later,
yeah,
so you don't end up too far behind.
Like,
yeah.
One or the other.
Right, Bastion swing comes through onto Jasmine to try and clear him right now. He is very much in the open. He has to get nanoed in the end. He's going to drop down onto Max, but can he actually hunt anyone down? He's not really leaving point now. They've cleared him out, and they've just forced that one for free. This is really bad for T1. Oh, and they've lost Skewed, bad to worse.
Yeah, I mean, Heesang falling low here. Jasmine needs to find an obese grab. He's going to throw it, and I think he hit the Bastion.
Bastion's in it.
Yeah, not going to be able to follow up. He's going to force Stalker's ult in the end. Going to force Proud to respond. Zest has killed Stalker. Maybe Zest has killed Heesang. Wait, winnable. Jasmine's coming back soon as well. Can he hit another go bubble? Skewed has the angle. Max is full charge, which makes it a bit tough. And C9 did go through like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it was actually low-key winnable with some of those trades, but yeah. The cap just puts an end to all of that, and now they'll be on third point. 2 minutes 44 seconds. Was a full push, of course, in overtime. So, honestly, if it's actually possible for Crazy Raccoon to put him in a draw-only situation if they cap with a minute or more on the clock.
Big nade! Big nade!
Oh my god, it's a Goliath of a nade.
I was gonna say, oh, this is where wasting that nano on Jasmine will come to bite us. But if you hit a nade like that, you're gonna have enough time to farm the last 20%. So, all good on that front. Again, another little... That's the thing, right? The macro of the comp's fairly simple, but you got to hit these like micro plays to like cheat it quite a lot in this comp, I think. Jasmine up on the high ground should be fairly hard to clear. We're gonna try with a nano bastion going past him onto Proud. Skewed didn't have it yet. 6% off. That's bad for them to not realize that, honestly. Zest recall forced in front of Stalker here.
Oh, Payload's moving
too. Jump up to the high ground. Skewed has fallen 99 on the nano. Jasmine's gonna trade Stalker, which is probably your saving grace here. But this should be able to survive behind as well.
Yeah, they've got a Grav and a Catnap here if they just want to throw that at anyone coming out of this one here. Max is going to drop it immediately. One shot onto Zest. Pulse Bomb onto it. Catnap as well. No touching. Yeah. And that's 1 minute 40 on the clock.
Can't win.
Can't win. Just see as well, maybe a little later this, Unta says in YouTube chat, good to see we are digging deep. The T1 sweep starts here on Numbani. A message that maybe hasn't aged well by the time I actually got round to reading it.
They could draw. Listen, if you've lost the first 2 maps, then drawing the third is a good momentum resetter, okay?
Yeah, Unta said, "Oh fuck, we need to dig more deep." Yeah, so
Get the bigger drill out.
not the advice you always get in these, but we actually need to go deeper. We need a bigger hole. What happened to the Emre meta? Crazy Raccoon just started playing Cat Bastion, and then everyone felt like they couldn't really beat it, and then Emre became a thing of the past, just eclipsed by the hypermobility that a Cat and a Bastion have.
I mean, the problem is that if you're an Emre and a Cat Bastion goes on you, you kind of just die, you know?
Yeah, it's...
Maybe last patch with the infinite thing, once you get the perk up, you'd have been fine, but that's still a long time until you're actually fine, you know?
Well, I think the nature of, like, Emre's, like, really good, just super high damage, but doesn't have the same, like, one-shot or two-tap type potential, right? Which is why we see more Cass into it, because actually the high damage things is, yeah.
That's a good start. That's a good start, Steve. He's dug deep. He's dug deep and he's saying out of spawn.
He's digging.
13% on Nano, that is enough. We have won. Oh, it's gonna be Zarya versus Zarya again here. I'm curious what the thought process is.
It's not a lot of time, is it?
It's okay here.
It's still going to just be one, like, Bastion swing, really. They're going to meet on coast right now, but Max is coming through main, so he's not quite in position. They're going to try and double down to sync that one up. Nade is good onto Jasmine to keep him alive. Has to help the Bastion too. Stalker will go down, but both Bastions traded. Skewed still with this off angle. Jasmine's going to hop back onto this one now as well, but Max is trying to push it. Now he's gone back up top. Azaria's trading places. He's trying to hit these right clicks onto Skewed, but they need to touch the point. Jasmine's drops onto the point now. He's taking an absolute beating coming through. All surrounded, but Skewed's going to get traded in the back. Crucial kill by Charong. He's got away from the Cat as well. And Max and Heesang are cleaning up point with a healing gap there in the end. It'll be easy for Crazy Raccoon. And time to dig deeper.
Yeah. I actually thought, like, when Jasmine lived the initial engage, I actually thought it was on for T1, right? Because Stalker really all-in on it to the extent that it got him killed and Jasmine survived. But then somehow that wasn't the end of it, you know? Somehow Proud still gets traded in the middle of it as well. So it becomes a bit more difficult, I think it's fair to say.
We are shifting the momentum. The reverse sweep starts here. We can do this. Hunter is bored at the airport.
We've all been there, okay?
Yeah, fantasy will reset after every stage. Reverse sweep, reverse sweep. Digging deep, reverse sweep. It does rhyme, which leads me to actually believe in it a little bit more than I did 3 seconds ago. Alright, I'm grabbing a drink.
You do that, man.
And then I'll come back just in time for this reverse sweep. Oh.
Actually, I'm also gonna get a drink. I think this would still be meta even if Cat didn't have an ult. Like, even if you took away Cat's ult, I think this would still be meta. Like, it's pretty fucking broken. Yeah, let's give Cat a damage boost to whoever she has tethered. Sounds like a good idea. What's the music playing right now? No clue, mate. And since X isn't here, I will thank you guys for the subs. That Covey guy, thank you for the 20-month sub. Thank you for the Prime, my friend. Deadly Gas, thank you for the tier 1 25 months. So you're not allowed to accept X's thanks now. Let's give Cat armor. True. feel bad possessed, man. Headshot immunity? Yeah, okay. I think we should make the hitbox smaller as well. Thoughts? Claws out base kit, yeah, true. Oh, sorry, Espada 41, thank you for the prime. Fucking hell, everyone's subbing. Green Dustin, thank you for the prime, my friend. Take notes from Yumi.
There's something about this
Whoa!
guy that is
Hits
thrilling.
belly, 5 gifted tier 1 subs to Rozo Wilosi, Gear 12742, Ogstar 03, Akaro 92, and Ethical Daron 0. Go. Is this shared chat? No, I've just got it on my second monitor. Let's go. Thank you for the gifted subs. Brofist. Ah, God, what am I doing with my life?
There's something about this middle-aged bald guy that is
It's just
thrilling.
Kira. Thank you for the for the gifted tier 1 sub to Honeydew. Not the OWCS one though, you understand. Strapped to a chair watching Cat Bastion. I am. A dog counter that characters a cat. That'd be good. M Regen C with the Prime 12 months. That's go. Thank you very much, my king. You're not even subbed? I've thanked all your subs. You're welcome.
I know. My chair's getting more subs than me. Should I go? Thank you, emergency.
Who's thanking them, you know?
And thank you. It's just Kerr. I need to get
got
you to
more than
record
that.
my voiceovers.
You got more than that, mate. Scroll up.
Scroll up. Oh, thank you, Hilarion, for 100 bits. Thank you. Can you thank me back? Can I get a thank you for Hilarion, please, for 100 bits?
Thank you, Hilarion, for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. Yeah, you got like 8 subs.
Oh, Hunter
How does
says.
T1 reverse sweep this? They just need to dig deeper. Were you not listening?
Yeah, Hunter says he's bored of the Uber back home, so we might be able to polish this series off if we can win a map.
Big if. Big if. I love how Stalker actually had the most deaths there.
Bastards, they just die. Oh, thank you, Daedric Prince, for the Prime. The hype train is building. So is T1 winning? Not yet. Oh my god, Donghack's back in. Oh no. You asked how T1 could reverse sweep?
I mean, he's done it before, no? Was that not against Crazy Raccoons as well?
Yeah.
Holy horror earthquake.
He couldn't do it twice, could he?
He could not. I was thinking, like, last 2 maps, I'm surprised that we haven't gone somewhere more ball-related, you know?
He's just gonna come in and Diva Mirror.
Lippin!
Oh my god. This happened as well! They put Lippin in the map that Donghack started the reverse sweep on Suravasa!
Oh god.
Oh,
Don't tell me the map. I can't hear the map. I don't want to know what map it is.
Don't pick
This is getting
Suravasa!
too lazy.
I've seen this one before.
Okay, I know Heatsank's good, but Lipstalk is such a fucking disgusting DPS line, no? Like, actually fucking disgusting.
Fools who learn from history repeat it. Or who never learn from history, rather. Fuck, wish I could read. Thank you as well for the 2-bit Sam Binston.
Is it Saravasa? Oh my god, please pick Saravasa.
It's Atlas! It's Saravasa adjacent!
It's not the same.
He's saying the biggest problem here is actually the draft from T1 if they'd gone to Saravasa. This has to be a Cat Bastion type ban, surely, as well.
I don't actually know.
Lip did not play versus T1? I swear he did, didn't he?
Crazy Raccoons.
Oh, thank you, Gay CommanderX, for the tier 1.
It doesn't matter if he did or not. You said he did, so it becomes the truth. That's the power of the establishment.
Oh, thank you, Suki. Let's have a look at the numbers while we wait. Was it versus Zan? No, I swear he came in versus that one as well, or am I just...
Yeah, Donghack's back in Grongles. He's in for the reverse sweep. Against Crazy Raccoon, starting on a flashpoint.
Point-wise, it's good for Charong, good for Vigi, good for Bliss, actually.
What is this emote? CommanderX.
Yeah, I'm a car.
I love that. That's so good. It doesn't even look like you.
What do you mean?
It does not look like you. It looks like a.
It just look like me. It's got the 2 big headlights. It's got the spoiler. It looks just like me.
It's been through like the MOG filter, you know.
Oh,
I've taken my socks off. It's too warm. I'm getting too heated about the prospect of a Donghack reverse sweep. Funny Astra. I love that. That's good. It Loki looks like Hattie and CX combined. It kind of does,
Yeah. You stole my car.
Oh my god, can we get in? Can we start? Why is Zest getting flashbanged?
He's ascending.
He's being raptured.
Oh my god, this is a T1 comeback.
He's got God on his side.
Christ is shining down upon Zest.
Fuck me. Zest is just white.
We got 4 out of 7 of the 2023 Atlanta in this lobby. Somebody called Gator. Alright, so, yep, the cat is banned, crucially, from Crazy Raccoon, actually. Cat's banned on the other side, which implies Donghack is going to want to play ball, but very able to do this if he wants, honestly. Lip's going to be... he's threatening a vendetta.
Threatening. Yeah, actually, Lip on Vendetta is a threat.
Yeah, I don't know who to, yeah. Alright.
Right?
Oh, alright, T1 is a classic Rhine reverse sweep right now.
I mean, Ryan does beat Diva.
Yeah, it's actually really hard to play. Yeah, it's true. It's hard to play Diva into Rhine. This is a very sort of choky sort of first point here. For verticality, it will be a little bit difficult at some points potentially, but Donghack's already gone for a pin in. He's clearing this Diva, and you can see already Max has no choice but to run on all these occasions. Donghack's just going to keep swinging and chasing him around. They'll keep giving space here, Crazy Raccoon, just forever rotating away from this. Tracers can both force point for each team though, as it's actually Crazy Raccoon who have a little bit more of that first touch, but Donghack's taking the drop down now as well, so it'll be slow and over to the Sojans next.
Yeah, seeing Stalker on Trace is a good feeling again as well. No offense to Heatsank, but it just feels right. Lip has the shot. Is he washed? Swinging right, looking for Brown. He is.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
He's gonna make it out. Flip should finally be going T1's way, but they're tempering it over the top, and they've actually got off points. Flip hasn't gone over yet. Lip has the shot, has the angle, skewed, doesn't hit the headshot because he's washed, doesn't hit the second shot because he's washed, and they live. Flip hasn't gone to either side yet though. Oh, Proud isn't washed.
Oh, No, Donghack is pinning onto the Sojourn as well, so Lip has to get all the way out of there, and now they've cleared some of the space. They should surely be able to flip the point a little bit, but Crazy Raccoon is still sort of lurking around the peripheries of this point for now, but Donghack has found Lip. Oh dear. And that's going to be the flip confirmed for T1. And they're actually pushing forward, looking for a few late kills if they can, but looks like everyone is safely away.
I mean, unfortunately, Ryan is just better than Devo. Skewed has Kitsu advantage. T1 might be able to just pressure this. One thing I will admit is that Devo is probably better in the Kitsu than Ryan, so maybe they won't be able to punish this as much as say Crazy Green. Pin in now onto Lip. He's low. He's going to get cleansed. Dong's going to drop the point after. Lip's flanking with the shot. Kitsu's going to go down. Destiny's going to gap Stalker on the side. I don't even know if anyone was involved in that. Kitsu down for both sides now. Dong doesn't have the shadow to drop it, but he is just going to swing his hammer onto Chirong. That always helps. Max is falling in the middle of this as well. I think a lot of damage from Donghack in the Kitsu actually. Proud is gonna.
Oh god, yeah, goes for a remake as well. He was feeling himself as well.
I respect that so much actually.
Yeah.
Going for the stagger and just letting him kill you. I actually respect that.
I think your mic's got a little quiet as well.
Hello, hello.
Oh, he's in my eardrums.
Let's go. I'm in your walls.
Pin comes in from Donghack as well. Just a threatening one. Arms up by your sides, everyone, because Donghack has Shatter. Beats available for both Lucios as well. Well, near enough for Chirong. Needs a few more percent, but Point Force comes through from Crazy Raccoon, so will be a drop down. Now Max goes above. Overclock in play. Bliss is going to beat back, but it's only a 3-person beat. Seems to have sort of counted out this clock in a weird, not really that much way. A later beat though from Chirong, a chance to push into Proud's overclock. Chirong comes flying in. They've lost Stalker. Maybe it's Stalker who was washed on Tracer all along. Get this guy back on hit scan. They're going to keep
back on Bastion.
They have got the flip though, so it's now T1 who are trying to force it back, and Donghack's gone too far with this. He was pushing up top, but his team were forcing point. They've got the flip once more, but they are without their tank. Bliss is out in the open, and Crazy Raccoon might get a little bit of a gift of a retake here.
Yeah, too eager for the shatter. Lip hits the headshot on him, it's got to be said. And now they're chasing for a little bit more. Proud falling low. No, they're just going to call it back. Both sides have Kitsu. Beats are equal as well, which is a bit surprising considering, I forget who, but one of them used it way earlier. It really is kind of eyes on the Tracer to see if they can do anything, and eyes on Donghack to see if he can hit a big shatter. Tracer Jewel starting on the side again. Chirong is not a respectful individual though, so he's going to +1 it. And we're playing Ring Around the Rosie again.
Ring around Rosie, Lip has it, tries to find the Tracer with that one, but doesn't. Rest of T1 are just trying to walk forward, get Max out of this position, but hard to clear a Diva sometimes. Now he's pinned inside. Donghack is low! Hits it just onto this one, blocks all of the Suzu attempts as well. Bomb attempt from Max, and he gets demeched. Bomb just stopped the Kitsune Rush for a little bit now. Gonna be a mirror from Vigi here, but they need to find a way past this Rhine shield. But he's just got such a big rectangle in his face. The shield does break now, so that's one way through it. They're still trying to force point. Dink onto Proud. He's low. Stalker and Tron can find us low damage. And Crazy Raccoon, they found a way back into this fight.
Unfortunately, Lip is stinky and is not washed. Hits the shots needed, so they get the win. Max is going to be the swap over to Ram now. I wouldn't be surprised to see Donghack swap with that in mind. Yeah, he is going to go over to the Doom. Little rock paper scissors game here. Always happy to see some Donghack Doom. I will not lie. It's just fun watching good players play Doom. Lip has the clock to start this fight though. Bliss doesn't have his beat yet. Maybe just need to farm this before walking in if you're T1, but maybe Lip won't let you. Oh my god, Bliss!
Gets around that one, has the beat ready to go. Big advantage on Chirong. Chirong's actually really low as well. 80% on the beat. They're going to push in for it now. Punch just going to go straight through onto the Ram here as they just try and kill the front line. Chirong's 1 HP in the back line as well, but they've got all eyes on Max. They'll take care of that one. And tank advantage now as they go to force points. Yes, needs help though. Stalker's going to find the trade. Chirong dies, which means a beat turn is off the cards. Should be good enough for Proud to clean this one up. Just has to win this duel with Vigi. We'll be able to though. Skewed's there as just when they're giving you that wiggle as they just walk into your face.
Yeah, and all of their attention is on you, and you know that the only thing they're thinking about is killing you. It's a terrifying feeling. Alright, Max obviously gonna swap again to the Diva now. Donghack 70 to the ult after one fight's kind of impressive. Punches Lip out, no one's there to follow up on it though. B push from Chirong this time. Proud to pop his ult in the middle of this. Lip's gonna slide in and pop his ult on top. Donghack falling low, Proud falling low. This should just be a fight wipe. Honestly, probably an overcommittal with the clock, if we're honest. With the amount of pressure they got off of the beat push wasn't really needed, but it be what it be. Kitsu's both sides. Donghack's got his ult as his get out of jail free, and we'll see if either Tracer can find anything in the middle of all this bullshit.
Yeah, onus really on the Doomfist in these situations to carry, but if anyone can do it, it is Donghack. He fails the punch back onto Max. Max with a nice little dodge over the top. Kitsune Rush available for both Kirikos now as they try and walk towards point. Max on the backline, they will go forward. Meteor Strike in the back, forces for Suzu out. He's got a big punch, he's hit Vigi in the face with it. Now he groups back up on the Kitsune Rush with player advantage and a flip already in this fight. D-Mech onto Max means the chances of clutch should be nothing. Marks the Sojin out of the fight here. Lip is going to double slide away, but might not actually be enough to get out. No, Proud will finish that one off now, and T1 one fight away from this point, and this beat advantage has actually crept into a bit of a beat canyon right now. 40% advantage for Bliss as we go into this potential final fight on this point.
Yeah, as long as no one gets caught here on this little early peak. I'm fucking hell scared from out there, I will not lie. Bliss, amping forward, you're 15 off though, mate. Be careful, you're half HP, don't have beat yet. Vigilante falling low. Zest is going to get a Stalker again. Max is going to find Proud in the middle of this. Someone has made it through to point, presumably. Actually, I don't know who that will be. I think it's Lip.
They flipped.
Max has fallen to half now. Gets the flip off, which makes it a little bit scary. It's Chorong.
It's just Chorong. How's he? The little Lucio that could. Lip is still there with him as well. Going to jump onto the backline, looking for the punch, but Disruptor Shot forces him back for now. T1 going to try and get the flip first as Max gets his first touch. Beat push comes in now. They are all over Chorong. Chorong is low. He's on the rooftop though, but he can't slide over that top roof. They've traded Bliss for this actually, so a chance to come back in. Max is trying to remech right now on point. Doesn't get it though. Crucial kill by Proud. They get the flip back, T1. That should be enough for the point. Donghack is now on Vigi one more time, and this one should just be... Oh no, wait, there's a TP. All right, Kiriko gets away, but the point is where's T1, and we'll be moving on to the next one.
I don't know if you noticed, but, you know, Stalker had a pulsed Bliss, and he jumped into Zest, but luckily Zest had beat. He very nearly died. He very nearly died. It was only like 100 HP in it. Strong, they're going to have the beat advantage if this fight goes on for too long, so if you are T1, you kind of fight now. That's a good start. You know, it doesn't really matter if he's got beat if he's fucking dead. So that should be first flip, probably going T1's way, unless Crazy Raccoons really want it. They probably could touch before the flip if they choose to. Tron will be back quickly. Kitsu's both sides. Donghack has his ult too. I mean, he's so good for finding one of the sports in the middle of this. I wouldn't put it past him to somehow find Chorong or Vigi on this engage. First
Kitsune. Beat in response now from Chorong on his Kitsune Rush. They try and push forward. Proud has the overclock for repush, but they lose Bliss on the way through. Lip is still going forward too here. Opportunity to turn with ults if they want T1. They found a trade onto Stalker actually. Lip is in deep, runs into a low HP skewed. Will deal with that one. And it looks like T1, they're just going to be sort of tanking this one, except for loss to the beat. Come back in with their own ults, and it will be a clock versus Kitsune Rush. They just need to be careful there's no late trades or anything. Zest is pushing Lip now, but he does have pocket. So they will be fine, and they will get the flip.
It was well played by Donghack again though, not to glaze too hard, but like the punch onto Lip was good. He ends up finding Stalker on his exit, but end of the day, beat's pretty fucking strong, right? Let's see if Crazy Raccoons are able to live this. They're going to Kitsu early, since they managed to save it. Proud, they're going to have to backstep his own ult. But Vigi's wide peeking it. Punch from Donghack's going to put Max in on 1 HP as well. Lip, my god, is going to get the trade onto Proud just for love of the game. Anyway, huge punch from Donghack though, and Flip's already gone through in this as well, actually, quite crucially.
Yeah, it's happened
a couple extra percent you'd expect.
Happened a few times now where T1 have just done a very diligent job of forcing the point really early, getting the flips a bit sooner in these fights than you'd expect. Now they're in control, and a very similar situation to the previous point where they need to win one more fight and they've got a significant beat advantage with which to do it. But a post one to Donghack, he leaps back into his team, but it's not enough to live. Max will finish off that kill. A crucial opening for Crazy Raccoon to force point now. Bliss is going to come through for the first touch. Proud's going to get a double slide and hit the shot at the end of it right now. I think Crazy Raccoon still have the numbers and they still have a diva to save this one, but cool. It looks good, yeah.
But, you know, T1 gets 92% and they've got the beat advantage. You know, beat desync, like these ult desyncs, we talk about them mattering a lot on payload and stuff, but they matter equally on Flashpoint and COD. It's just you get both sides of the coin the entire time. But it's coming up fucking heads for T1 because they're going to get to just push forward here. Donghack's going to get to go in super aggressive, and then if they need it, they'll have the Kitsu in the late fight too. So early amp now. Stalker's going to push back, nearly get the AJ onto Bliss though. Found anything though, X?
Oh, they've had 1 kill onto Stalker with it as well. Thank you, Aquino Nix, for the Prime 2. Pulse Bomb out onto Max. Does force the bomb. Don't think they can find the baby here unless they can maybe find the punch, but Donghak's got his eyes on the Sojin instead. All over Lip right now, in his face. Another slide backwards. Asuzu to keep going. Lip finds a shot just by all this pressure. Asuzu to keep going. Kitsune Rush to keep going. They want Lip and they will get Lip. Now onto the point. Another D-Mech onto Max. This time, no suit. Punch the baby into a wall. And that should be T1 cleaning up these final couple of players and securing a 2-1 lead.
Yeah. Crazy Raccoons will have the double support advantage going into next fight. They also have clocks to start with, so like it's an expensive one for T1. But the reality is, you've got to win 1 point of the next 2. You're allowed to go into this 4th point at an ult deficit. Because if ults are played perfectly, you'll then be in control for 5th point, right? But obviously that's not how Overwatch works. There's a lot of Overwatch still to be played. They can hit some shots. They can do certain things to make this one still winnable. They are going to get early point control though, which is quite nice.
Yeah, have to come through the choke now. Really for T1, this is a hard fight to win. You just want to make it expensive. Beat comes through onto all of them as well, and that's 1 ult out already. Kite is good potentially, but look, Crazy Raccoon, they're not giving up a chase. They are on this backline still as well. They're looking for Bliss, but Lip trades. Proud with a crucial kill. Lip was clocking in that one as well to keep going. That's 2 ults, 1-for-1 trade. Kitsune Rush now invested as well. They've used everything. Donghak still has Meteor Strike. Not only have they forced the ultimates here, but T1 can even fight if they want. That punch goes wide from Donghak. He's got another big punch. Looking out for this one here. Turns around, will just take the D.Va into the wall. No flip just yet. Here comes the Meteor Strike. Stalker's low HP. Lip's in trouble. Has to try and slide away from that. Punch comes in. Can't confirm the kill. They're all forced back a little bit. Still no point control now. They're coming back round. Bliss has the advantage now. Now they're pushing. They're all over Lip once more. They're chasing him down. They hunt him down. It's a crazy fight for T1. They forced out every single ultimate, and then they've won the fight as well. This is a map ender potentially for Crazy Raccoon.
Yeah, I mean, you use both support ults. Obviously, Lip used his ult too. It's just really well played from T1. The kite was good. Like, whether you want to call it fortunate or just well played that they managed to kill Lip in that, right? Like, it does require things going right, but they put themselves in the position to do it. And now they're going to have support ult advantage for this fight again as well. Donghak falling a bit low underneath, so gotta be careful. Lip has shot, doesn't hit the ding.
Oh, Bliss!
This falling low too is so scary. Oh my god. Max is, like, low already, though.
It's just
gonna go down now. Max is just D-Max. Has bomb though, but...
He's got Bliss with the bomb! How's he got Bliss with the bomb? They're blinking onto him now, but Max has a suit back, so it's Sestu's having his recall force. Here comes Donghak to help out. They have killed Lip all the while. Set up by Donghak on that one as well. Max is looking for the backline, but Donghak's doing the same to the Crazy Raccoon backline. Now they've been forced back a little bit. Vigi has died. Looking for a late D-Mech if they can, potentially onto Max. He's low. Oh, Stalker's going to die behind instead. And now all of a sudden, desperate touch.
Yeah, desperate touch. You're 12 off of the beat and you're 30 off the kitchen, so if you get it, you're fine, but you should do so much, like, resources coming in. Max probably won't even be able to make it. Yeah, it's just a C9.
Yeah, Max got D-Mech, Lip found a kill, and Trong was 12% off beat, but ultimately... this is the right...
kind of fucked, because you're looking at that map in yesterday, T1 look better than both Zeta and fucking Crazy Raccoons at Kiri Lumen. Like, they actually
yeah.
beat both of them back to back, but unfortunately, cat bashing exists. So.
And all right, T1 have got themselves a map.
But right, this is where Crazy Raccoon's decision here for this map is a bit fucked because
they banned cat.
The cat.
Yeah.
So
there's still a cat Bastion ban.
Now, right? If you're T1 and you're smart, you have to realise, guys, we lost 3 maps in a row of Cat Bastion. We just played really well on the Kiri Lu and we're better than them at it. Surely the next 2 maps we play, we ban Cat and Bastion. Surely.
Yeah, but the problem they'll have is they don't get to pick... we did that, thank you, Max. The problem is they don't get to choose the bans, right? So the first one's fine, because... If they protect support, you ban Bastion. If they protect DPS, you ban Cat.
Yeah. But then after that, they'll be able to protect
after map, they can just say you protect support the first time, they ban Bastion. Then for the rest of the maps, you can just keep protecting Cat.
Yeah, but at least then you're making them have to do that, right? But like, you have to like. I really think if we go into this next map and it's a Cat Bastion mirror after that map from T1, then it's just so fucking dumb. Like it's just dumb. Like, I don't think you can be doing that. You've lost 3 maps in a row on it. You then, like, honestly, they kind of, like, they were the better team across, like, basically every point they felt
Yeah, like they sealed it with that big outplay of that free ultimate swing from Crazy Raccoon, but they were still getting the better of them outside of that one big play. And that was just nailing the coffin moment.
Yeah. So like, surely you go for it again here, like. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess the problem is you can't pick map now either, right? So you might just be sent to like a Gibraltar or something, and then.
Yeah, I mean, but on Gib maybe you can just. Yeah, I mean on Gib maybe you just play it. I guess you just play the Cat Bastion, but.
I think on Gib you ban it and then you take for Winston Mirror.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's what they did against Zeta Division, right?
Yeah, but I think the reality is that like you're guaranteed to at least get one map that's like decent for the situation in the rest of the series, you know?
Yeah.
Assuming you make it far enough. And all that.
Yeah, and I think one thing that we saw happen, I think, in the previous version of this, where Crazy Raccoon got reverse swept, was they did just sort of troll a map, and then they just lose momentum in a series.
Yeah.
Like, in many ways, this, you know, like, Crazy Raccoon have all the cope in the world of, like, we were kind of taking the Pierce, we banned Cat, we put Lip in so he could have a map, you know, Stalker played, you know, we changed, like, both our DPS, essentially, whether they're good players or not, right? Played a comp we hadn't really practiced, blah, 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 but a loss is still a loss, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the turning one there, that kill on the Lip. He probably kills Bliss there as well, like, Bliss is in trouble.
Guys, we trolled, we put Stalker Lip in. Yep, one of those classic... one of those classic trolls.
Zest, we didn't see much of the Tracer's POVs, but...
They felt like kill feed-wise he was smoking him, right?
Yeah, kill feed-wise he was absolutely dominating him.
Why did they sub about their flex CPS and thought the hits going on Tracer? I just thought they could win no matter what. Give Lip a little run out in Korea playoffs.
I mean, what we really need to remember, guys, is that this match has no consequences.
Yeah.
like actually zero consequences.
Yeah, this is a third, fourth match. Both teams are out of the running to actually win the tournament. I used to believe that Stalker is better Tracer than Proper. Maybe I was wrong all along. I think don't take one map in the lowest stakes series of the stage as the final say in this. It does determine seeding going into Asia anyway. I think for the most part, though,
they all have to play each other and get past each other.
They all have to, it's double. So once we get to Asia, they have to do a silly little group stage where they beat up Japan and Pacific teams. Then the 4 Korea teams will make it out of the Japan Pacific beat up period of the tournament into a top 4 double elim, at which point, you know, seeding does matter and map pick is important. Maybe like the first map pick is probably the most important part of all of it, really. But realistically, 4 teams go in, 2 teams come out. You have to beat 2 of the big 4 to get through to Champions Clash, you know? So you have to beat 2 of these big teams in a full series no matter what.
Gatos go finals? True.
Do you think Varel can beat T1? Not at Overwatch.
Gatos Guapos finals.
Maybe at another game. Maybe a fighting game, yeah. Never Gatos beat the Korean teams. Top T will gap Zest. Good game so far.
Fuck you, Chris.
No, thank you, Hilarion, for the gifted tier 1 to Sir Lemon.
He's
Thank
been
you very
T1's
much.
best player today for sure.
Good game so far. There's been like some fun moments scattered along what is more show match than a competitive match.
Yeah. We're actually such shit casters, right? The reverse sweep starts and we're like, guys, don't get excited. This match means nothing. Just meaning this. Like, we barely spoke about it in the first 3 maps. It's only once T1 start winning in the match.
It's just so loaded against T1, isn't it? Yeah.
Like,
But it's because people are starting to, you can sort of see the narrative machines being like spun up, of like, well, Varro are gonna win a map, and it's like, Stalker can't play Tracer, it's pumping the brakes.
Happy.
It has fantasy stakes more. It does. You're right. The fantasy stakes actually have a higher stakes than this series. Spin straw into gold. Alright, no surprise to see Donghak is staying in, and no surprise to see that Lip has left. Thanks, Lip.
Goodbye, Lip.
See ya. See you next stage, Lip. Thanks for your effort. Ooh, if Tron gets 16 more points than Skewed in this match, I'm 4th. If less than 16, I get 3rd in Fantasy. I'm celebrating every Tron death.
Like a World Cup final.
Wait, if Tron gets 16 more points than Skewed in this match, I'm 4th. If less than 16, I get 3rd. Oh, right, so you need Skewed to score big. And the good news is, Skewed might score big, because he's not stuck playing Anna with 1 billion deaths.
Oh, did we do it? Yes, they did it. Okay, smart. Thank you. Thank Christ.
So a cat banned from T1. Rina Sappy, very much a sort of map where you'd expect him to be able to force a Kiri Lucio mirror, and it looks like we're going to get exactly that. Going to be Malga versus...
Sorry, go on.
Malga versus Malga. It's going to be a slow and pokey DPS from Crazy Raccoon. If you remember, we watched T1 play this actually against 8th Division. They smoked him on this slow and pokey DPS, but actually Zester's gone... He's gone Genji in this, and it's worth noting this Malga's this time. Last time it was Divas and all of this. So we'll see how this one pans out here. Obviously, we'll all remember from the Malga meta that Genji's actually pretty good into Malga. Donghak has gone in. It's a counter stomp coming through from Max, though. So Donghak is just 1 stomp, 1 die, and that is Max getting 2 kills. They've traded 1 for it, and it is Vigi, so they're going to make it a little bit messy right now, but the Malga advantage should just be too much.
I am a bit confused why,
Wait, Bliss?
24 hours... Okay. Why 24 hours ago, when we played this map, it was Pharah Diva. Yeah, I mean, they've swapped to it now, but like, why did we run... What did we expect Crazy Raccoons to be on for us to be on Genji Malga? I don't know. Right, we're gonna go back to it now. Zest will get to get his Pharah gap that he just gets every single map against every single Pharah.
Nah, not against Heesang. This is it. This is the 2 best Pharahs in Korea.
He's got that. He's literally him. Let's see if Max can hit another miracle pin. Probably a bit harder now that both on Diva and everyone's on the other side of the map. This is just everyone's just gonna sit here. But the problem for T1 is if you sit here for too long, you either need Bliss to farm this beat, which to be fair he is, or you need some kind of magic.
How's he got away with that one? He sang there 1 HP. Okay, Proud's finished the job now, so an opening pick for T1 to work with, and they can start walking forward. It was a bit of a YOLO flank, wasn't it? Just slowly floating coast by himself.
You're
Just
15 off Kitsu.
felt unnecessary.
You haven't I mean, Bliss was doing well farming his beat, so maybe they'd have got beat for it. But like, what the fuck are you doing?
Just an unnecessary risk, an unnecessary risk in a situation where if you've just got the ult advantage, you often don't need to overcomplicate fights.
Yeah.
Now it's just going to be a very equal ult situation where both teams are going to have pretty much all their support ults. Bliss still has a small advantage. DPS ults are going to be roughly even as well. Override Protocol's available first on this one. Maybe just used to try and force out earlier ultimates. For now, Donghak though trying to find his way past. Proud with the Override Protocol now. Kitsune Rush back from Vigi. Stalker's going to swing on Snap but has to be careful. Proud will just sort of duck down a little bit close to the floor. Just taking this 1-for-1 trade. Later Kitsune Rush now. Be over top from Chirong. Bliss will beat back. Override Protocol in the sky during all of this. Cage comes out from from Max as well. They try and lock them down. They do lock Bliss into that one here. And the Cage makes all the difference in that one. Donghak didn't quite have the bomb yet or anything. And ultimately, I think it was just too good a Cage from Max. He got too many good people in it. And they win that big trade.
The D.Va should be better in the neutrals, but once it gets to the ult fights, like the Malga Cage is always going to be a rough one to deal with, right? Get pushed, cut a bit further, pressure the cap here for Crazy Raccoon. Both teams have barrage, but obviously one team's got a D.Va. Heesang's got a setup on top right there that might make it a bit hard to clear. He is known though, he's a known quantity. But this doesn't seem to care though, showing his back. Donghak's taking 1 million damage on the walk-up, and that's just going to be Gap Poco.
Oh my god, he's Poco bombing it to try and get himself out of this one. He finds nothing. I think there's a player behind now as well. I think that must be Zest in all of this. It's a very Zest play. But now from the skies, the barrage over top. Proud will get one shot by that one. Plenty of damage onto the backline. The Suzu comes out now. But Bliss is trying to run. They've lost Zest in the backline as well. Heesang is too deep ahead, so they can trade at least one. But it's 2-for-1 for Crazy Raccoon. And this payload is going to keep moving for now. Donghak's going to try and contest, but he's already set on fire. He needs his full team here. They are just coming around the corner. Already Zest on the flank.
Oh, yeah, sorry, big yawn. You know how it is. Alright, Vigi has the Kitsune Soda skewed. Beat advantage for Chirong if this fight goes along. Zest is gapped by Heesang. My goat could never. Kitsune gonna go jump by Vigi. Fight by skewed. Bliss falling low inside. They know he's there. Good nade from Stalker and slipping away a bit from T1 realistically. It's falling away. It's slipping out of my hands. Donghak might even lose his mech. Chirong got him.
Yeah, it's a big stagger. Chirong's going to roll himself back through main as well. A late stagger onto Donghak. They will kill the baby at least, so there's another contest to come out from this one. But it's actually Crazy Raccoon threatening the full cap, and the ult advantage is all swinging their way. It's going to be Override Protocol versus Override Protocol, but Chirong has a much quicker beat. Proud is going to try and mirror that one, but he is stuck very much close, just trying to play his life, trying to snipe him from across. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere, I don't think, here. Both of those will expire, but now Chirong has that beat push ready to go. Max has a Cage coming up as well. Max is looking for the backline. Can't find a stomp target now, but he's forced everyone back into spawn, so a chance to clear Donghak behind. Heesang finds Skew during all of this. The payload is still moving as Donghak tries to play his life behind. This is the series on the line right now for T1. Donghak will get the touch. They've stolen the robot, actually. Run, Blissy, run! Taking that robot as far as he can, but it's not actually that far. They have to try and get off again. A barrage from Heesang to get the better of Zest. Now they are threatening the full cap. Donghak has been demeched, and surely this time, Cage on point. The cart's right there. There's nothing T1 can do at this point. They need beyond a miracle. They are caged in spawn. They can't even touch. And Crazy Raccoon take third place.
Didn't dig deep enough. Surely we didn't think Zest had anything on Heesang Farah. He lost 1 jewel. I don't think that was
He lost 2 jewels.
Okay, fine, he lost 2 jewels.
Stalker can't play. He can't play Tracer anymore. Varro are beating T1. And
Gator Squarpos win this map left-handed.
a gentleman's sweep.
Guys,
Yeah.
the game doesn't matter.
I guess there's maybe an argument that actually, because of all the seeding stuff, and because how strong Cat Bastion are, if you are T1 and you would lose Cat Bastion to the 3 other teams you're likely to have to play, you actually really could have done with map pick. You know, not...
Yeah.
This is also top tier punditry where we convince you the game doesn't matter and then wait until the very end and tell you actually it was probably really would have helped if they could have won that.
The problem is, right, is that you are objectively correct, right? Like, if you need to lean away from it, then this stuff matters. But to be able to get the higher seed to do it, you needed to win
the Cat Bastion. So it's like it's like a self-defeating problem almost. You just yeah. Yeah.
That's something that would make like this tournament a bit more interesting, right? It's because the seeding stuff would matter a lot more if going into the next part of it was a new patch, right? Because then it's suddenly like, oh, you know, actually having first pick's a lot more important on a new patch because you know you don't actually know what's going to be good and shit. But when it's just going to be the same patch, we know that T1 are in a lot of trouble next week or whatever it is.
I think the real problem is as well, and you'll know this as a player, right, is like, even if it is technically good for you to have this, it's really hard to motivate yourself to quite the same level of, like, for a third or fourth match. When it's not like a big qualification game or anything like that. And it's, you know, again, not to like go, I'm not saying the other extreme here that they didn't try or blah, blah, blah.
We're just yo-yoing to
but no, I'm trying to like, I'm trying to, we're yo-yoing one way, we're actually going to try and stop somewhere in the middle here, you know? So yeah, like, yeah, so it's not that they didn't try, but you can't replicate the tension and the pressure that makes you lock in for an actual elimination game, you know? You can't replicate that by just saying it's important.
Player of the match Trong with 0 limbs, 0 death, 0
Whoa!
damage.
The pacifist!
The pacifist. World peace leader, they call him.
This is a peace and love player of the match. Where's somebody wake Psycat not up?
New theory: T1 are good for it one map a series, no matter the comp. Just they're a one map a series type of team. Max should be back like now. From my
He's actually the closer.
He's literally just messaged me saying ready to rumble.
He's ready to rumble. Oh, it's a triple interview as well.
It's always a triple interview now.
네, 승리 축하드립니다. 오늘의 POTM은 초롱 선수가 차지하게 됐는데요. 옆에 희상 선수와 문 감독님도 함께 모셔봤습니다.
Okay, alright.
오늘 4세트 또 완벽히 가져가면서 크레이지 라쿤 스테이지 1 3등으로 마무리하게 됐습니다.
Alright.
이번 시즌 승리 소감부터 좀 들어볼게요.
3, 4위전에서 이기긴 했는데 그래도 결승전을 가고 싶긴 했는데 뭐 이겨서 좋기는 하네요. 결승전에 못 가서 너무 아쉽네요.
아쉬움이 한껏 느껴지는 소감이 아닐까 싶은데요. 오늘 좀 경기 흐름부터 짚어보죠. 4세트 때 좀 동피스트가 나오면서 살짝 아찔하긴 했습니다만 완벽한 전력 보여주기도 했어요. 오늘 전반적으로 경기 흐름 어땠을까요?
저희가 어제 얘기했던 대로 좀 피드백하고 얘기 잘 나와서 마무리는 잘 된 것 같습니다.
좋습니다. 초롱 선수 POTM으로 스테이지 1이 마무리가 됐는데요.
Main support last year on T1 was skewed.
부담감이 있었을 것 같다라는 생각이 드는 게 무조건 제트패켓 양을 소화해냈어야 했기 때문이 아닐까 싶어요. 이번 시즌 좀 어땠나요?
부담감은 없었는데 재밌기도 했고 저희가 좀 잘하기도 했어요. 저희 둘이
Can we keep Jamie as the desk? I imagine Jamie has better things to do. He's actually deafened now, so we'll never know. I think he's on the exit.
거기 부분에서 저희가 좀 늦은 감이 있는 것 같기도 해요.
Who's Hunter getting married to? No, he's it was attending a friend's wedding. He flew back this morning. I think he's back from the Uber now. I think he is home and ready to rumble. What does he have as better to do as a renegade coach? I'm gonna not tell him you said that. Trickle in.
Oh, that's me done. I'm retired.
He's retired? Or would some say
Max's tech actually worked. That was kind of
relegated? Well, wait, did you do like a seamless transition to get it back to yours?
Yeah, we did. I just shut him a task manager, and then he just pressed like start stream on his end, and it just took over.
Oh, you like 3-2-1'd it, so there was like no crossover or like.
There wasn't even like an insane timing. I just said on Discord like done. So like I doubt it was like same frame or anything, but it worked. So.
Oh, just works.
아쉬운 게 많긴 했는데 어쨌든 지금 경험치 잘 먹고 있다고 생각을 하고 있고 아직도 현재 진행형이라고 생각을 하거든요. 그래서 한 경기 한 경기 좀 소중하게.
Yeah, we'll have interviews with as many of the teams as we can. I don't know how many we'll get, but we'll aim for all of them.
네, 좋습니다.
We'll ask all of them at least.
이번 시즌에 좀 선수들에게 어떤 말씀을 해주고 싶은지도 궁금한데요.
뭐 잘하자.
다음에 또 잘해보자.
What's happening?
잘하자.
잘하자. 좋습니다.
What's happening?
신고르기에 들어간 마크가 아닌가 싶습니다. 새로운 색을 찾는 가동기야. 많은 고민과 고뇌가 느껴지기도 했는데요. 하지만 팬분들 이 고통 함께 감내해가면서 또 다음 시즌, 다다음 시즌까지 계속해서 응원을 해주실 거란 말이죠. 마지막으로
Right, I'm grabbing a drink. Is this goodbye? Or are you hanging?
Yeah, this is goodbye. I'll see you in like 3 months, whenever Max doesn't want to work again. I
When
guess.
someone else gets married. Yeah.
Yeah, when the next wedding happens, I will be there.
It's like the opposite of a wedding crasher. Just for wedding,
Yeah,
the wedding
I'm
cover
the wedding
up.
enabler.
Yeah.
See you, dude.
Alright, catch you in a bit. Been a pleasure.
Yeah, bye.
Alright, chat. I'm gonna get a drink as well, and then we can lock in for grand finals.
네, 좋습니다. 자, 이렇게 승리 소감까지 잘 들어봤는데요. 이제 이번 스테이지 단 마지막 한 경기만을 남겨두고 있죠. 오늘을 장식할 마지막 대결이자 왕좌의 주인을 가릴 대망의 결승전을 만나보게 됩니다. 제타 디비전과 팀팔콘의 맞대결이 기다리고 있는데요. 우리 좀 한 발짝 멀리 떨어져서 승부 예측하는 시간 한번 가져볼까요?
하면 되나요?
네.
뭐 팔콘에는 제가 같이 팀했던 선수들이 3명이 있는데 그래도 진서형이랑 연이 깊네요. 제타 화이팅.
네, 진서 씨, 슈 선수 샤라웃 해주셨고요. 희상 선수는 어떨까요?
진서형 저랑 진서형 졌으면 좋겠어요.
네, 힘이 한껏 빠진 이렇게 또 응원을 보내주셨고요. 문 감독님은 어떨까요?
어느 팀이 우승하든 다 충분히 자격이 있다고 생각하고 좀 많이 서로 힘들게 우승했으면 좋겠어요. 최대한 많은 경기 부탁드립니다.
네, 우리 이기고 간 만큼 힘들게 우승까지 나아갔으면 좋겠다라고 말씀 들어봤습니다. 과연 이번 스테이지 최강의 타이틀을 거머쥘 팀은 어떤 팀이 될지 저희는 잠시 후 경기로 돌아올게요.
처음에 레전드였네.
Ugh. Let me cut my bod and do all the bits. Or should we take a look at the points first? And then I'll cover thing. Alright, we're all in. Final game of the weekend. For these two teams. Ooh. Vigi got 24.5, Max got 27.5, Lip got 0. Thanks, Lip. Real break-even player. Hisai got 17, would have hoped for a little bit more there. Only 10.5 for Donghack. Zest got, yeah, I have Zest as well, so I'm happy with that 26 actually. 19 for Proud, so I think a lot of people had. Bliss actually got 25. Bliss was actually a better one for this map. Lip play, did he win? No. That was the one map that 2-1-1. Alright. Okay.